Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott.
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Starboard.
Scott Starboard.
Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the bass line, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, cheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words still out, whipped up, honey to milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Oh my God! Thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness, what a show we are gonna have for you this evening. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Primetime 99 Alex Stein is with us. I am your host, Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. Who else would host it? I guess maybe I could have a guest host, but you never know. Listen, I am so excited. Our boy is here right now, so I don't want to keep him waiting whatsoever. Thank you so much to BRN Zone, Darkmat Steve, for switching times with me, because I didn't, wanted to make sure we accommodated everybody, so I appreciate it to the one and only Darkmat Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our boy, it's been way too long. What more can I say about this gentleman? He's only the greatest comedian of our time. That's it. That's right. The one and only Primetime 99, Alex Stein. Let's go.
Wow, Scott, thank you, dude. You're too nice. You're way too kind, dude. Is my mic okay? My other mic's not working, so I have to talk to you on my other one. But does it sound okay? Okay, good. But, dude,
it's excellent.
It's been way too long. I'm happy to catch up. How have you been, though? Because we have probably talked in almost a year, dude. How have you been?
I know. Oh my God, I've been, pretty good ups and downs like normal.
This year's been fucked up, Scott. Right? This has not been a good year. I mean, with Trump and the war and the this and the that. I mean, after Charlie Kirk died, it's been downhill. This year's been so.
You know what? You're absolutely right. It really has been ever since Charlie Kirk. Boom! It's been downhill. It really has. I didn't pinpoint it, but you're absolutely right.
That's when everything went to shit. And you know what's crazy is like I've actually kind of I think about Charlie and stuff all the time, but. It was like, you remember when Kobe Bryant, the helicopter crash? Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Yes.
Even 19 official Patriots. We love Patriots.
Let's go.
But I want to say this though, what kind of set off the chain of reaction or whatever the saying is when it came to COVID. My hair's looking crazy. It was Kobe Bryant dying. That helicopter crash happened right before COVID, and the world just went insane. And I think
yes. Yeah,
I'm telling you, it did. That I remember the timeline. But this is what I'm worried about: is that after Charlie died, we were kind of unified. But I think the world's going to even be crazier. And forget about politics and elections, whether Trump wins or loses. Just everybody feels weird when you talk to people. You can just tell everybody's on edge, whether it's because of the affordability crisis or whatever. You can just tell the vibes. Oh, yeah. We're in a weird vibrational energy right now.
Absolutely. You can feel it. Something's going to happen. Something's going to bust. That there's a negative anticipation going on. I've said it on the show. I'm the vibe is off to say
it is.
And it's I know
way off.
You're with us, so we're one of you really. But with Trump, I'm a Patriots fan. I know you're a
Cowboys fan. Yeah, I'm pro gay. Yeah. Well, the Pats made it to the Super Bowl and they just signed their freaking tight end. Good for Hunter Henry. But what were you going to say though? What about Trump?
I got more Trump swag than Patriots gear. I really do. Like, I was a super, super fan. I was going to climb Mount Rushmore and carve his damn face in myself. And then what the hell happened? Like,
Dude, he's not been delivering. I mean, the big, beautiful bill, which I don't even think was necessarily that good. That's like the January 6th, the fact that he pardoned them, but then he won't even get a weaponization fine. He won't even like help them out financially, and their lives are ruined. So it's like, it is good that he pardoned them all, because I had friends that their lives were ruined. But trust me, their lives are still ruined. They're just not in jail. And I know that a Democrat would not have done that. So I'm very thankful for that. And I don't hate Trump. I still like Trump. I still think he could potentially fix his presidency. Like, I don't think it's like we're in the second quarter or like almost halftime. But, dude, this war, I just watched this one podcast. It was Mark Levin or whatever. He's been so it's pro-war. But he's like – now they're saying we're losing the war because we're not going to nuke Iran. So they put Trump in this unwinnable position. So it's just like, we're just screwed, dude. It's bad.
We're completely screwed. And it's like, remember Trump promised he's going to surround himself with the best people. In the first term, he did. And then all of a sudden he fired Bannon, got rid of Roger Stone.
Mike Flynn. I like Mike Flynn. Well, I think he still kind of talks to Roger Stone. But like I said, dude, it's just, I want to like blame Trump on like listening to experts. That's the reason why he's not like throwing Fauci in jail or whatever. But how many freaking second chances can we keep giving him? Because, dude, every time you critique him, people get, you're panicking, you hate. It's like, dude, I'm just being intellectually honest. Right now, people are struggling. We have all these domestic issues. Nobody's worried about Iran bombing us with a nuclear weapon. And then now we're a 19-year-old kid for a girl from Carrollton, Texas, like right down the street here in Dallas, died. And they're also saying, I'm not even trying to like expose them, how they say there's only been 19 deaths. They say that number's way low, and there's been like hundreds of deaths that we don't know about.
Yeah, I heard they're manipulating numbers from a different military interaction, something like that. I can't remember exactly. I just heard it this morning. I'm like, listen. You said earlier how things seem to start on this downward spiral with Charlie Kirk. I think. I was kind of giving Trump shit, but I was, when his second term just started, because I'm like, what's going on? So in the first term, I knew, I could pinpoint the actual policies and executive orders that he accomplished that was going to bring down the prices of gas, the price of housing, and then everything else will fall. And it did, because in 2017, you saw, you can go on Zillow and you can see the fruits of all of the things. I was kind of, I was pushing him and giving him shit. And then all of a sudden, coming back to this, turning point, if you will, when he said, who's this Epstein guy? What are you even talking? Are we still talking about this Epstein? Who's this?
And Howard Lutnick, basically like his chief of staff, was best friends with him, was his neighbor on the island, and said he only lied and said he only met him one time. Like, I don't think Trump is a pedophile, but no, that's why Trump. I'm saying, I think that's why Trump would have released it if he didn't have Howard Lutnick, if he didn't hire all of Epstein's running buddies and neighbors. And that Epstein was such a bad debacle, and the Binder gate. Like, it's just, it's hard to even comprehend how he had a slam dunk. He could have exposed this, and they would have, teased him a little bit. But now I got a debate coming up against Destiny in Austin. Then I'm doing this weekend in Austin. It's like this democracy now. It's this libtarded event. But I'm saying it's hard when I go on these college campuses. They're all like, pedo protector. Trump's a pedo protector. It's kind of, and I don't think that he is a pedophile protector, but that's what optically, that's what it looks like when you're stopping the release of these Epstein files. Right. And so it's just like, dude, they should have just released that, and it shouldn't have been. Yeah, he caught some strays for that, but now it's hard to debate when that's what they all say, dude. Scott, every kid. Trump's a pedophile protector. Trump's a pedophile, and you're just like, well, aren't you mad about the way the Epstein files were released? And you're like, yeah, I have to debate this. I can't debate it.
Well, I'll give you a little. You're the master of this, so take it as you will. What I've been saying to people and shutting them up, well, it's all libtards, is when they say, "Oh, you support the pedo protector," I say, "Do you support drag queen story time?"
Exactly right.
Pedos. And that's going on.
And that's like literally what I've said. I'm like, well, you're the party of pedophiles. But once again, I can kind of, that's like water off a duck's back. That's not that big deal, even though everybody says it, because there's not that much to debate in that topic. But the Iran war. I'm not, unless Donald Trump is playing like 9D chess and he wants there to be a nuclear war in the Middle East, because this is what happens. This is why we don't bomb Kharg Island. I'm not a geopolitical expert, but if we bomb their oil infrastructure, then they're going to send all their bombs. They're going to bomb Saudi Arabia's oil infrastructure, and they're going to have it's going to be a global shutdown on all the energy in the Middle East that, China and Europe and all these countries rely on. And so in a way, you could say that Trump is playing 9D chess if that's going to mean he starts a nuclear catastrophe and they don't have oil and gas, and then they're all relying on American energy, and maybe that helps us, I guess. But I don't think that was the plan. But supposedly they have been buying more of our energy, and that's why our gas prices, even though they're high, they've actually kind of stayed relatively not too high, because we're still selling a lot of oil and gas.
Well, I've spoken to someone in the oil industry, and I said, this was like about a month ago, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, can you answer something for me? Why is it that gas is trading right now at 60? I think it was at 68
a barrel.
And the prices haven't come down from when it was $112 a barrel, and it's the same friggin' I don't know about Dallas. It's the same exact price, like right now. Like it's like
what is it? Because it's about it's about, if you can get it cheap, you can get it for about $3.50, and it's most gas stations about like $3.60, $3.70. And dude, we had under $2 gas though under Trump and his first presidency, and it's like, dude,
that's what I'm saying. Oh, before I forget, so I'm asking this dude, and he goes, "Well, here's the thing. It's since Iran bombed a whole bunch of places in UAE and Saudi Arabia and all this stuff, they bombed the and so you guys have them in Texas, the refineries. I think that's why you guys are like 50-60 cents cheaper. But so just to rebuild them is going to take a year and some change. So then it has to get back to manufacturing it, and then
but Scott, those are their smaller refineries. Like, I don't think they've blown up their biggest ones. Like their Kharg Island's their biggest one, and all the Mark Levin, all the the pro-Israel firsters, like they need to blow it up, and it's like, oh gosh, it's going to set off a chain of reaction or chain of events that it's not going to be good. So
it's so funny.
I'm just stressed, like, on the future of this country, and that sounds like, not even trying to sound gay, but it's just like, what direction are we heading? Because, and which maybe this benefits me, and I'm saying this unironically, I think AOC is going to be the nominee. And I met her off camera. I didn't whip out my phone, and we actually had a really nice conversation. And she's like, I'm going to hear you out. And she's like, I'm still, skeptical of you, Alex. But we actually had a really nice conversation.
Wow.
And I'm not saying I'm going to go start being like pro AOC, but
right.
She's probably going to be the nominee. She's actually going to get a lot of support. And she actually might be able to beat JD Vance or Marco Rubio. And then we're going to be toast. We're going to let in 1 billion immigrants, and it's going to be, but I'll get good content from it. So I'm not, at least for me, the country might fail, but I'll have decent content to talk about.
Yeah, but listen, you're a pimp on a blue. You got the Riz. You could Riz her up and make her do stuff that,
She's freezing those eggs, dude. I'm going to steal those eggs and put them in a surrogate, mix them with my, my love sauce, and make a love baby, make a surrogate baby.
Let's go. Oh my God. Be Alex Stein with a big booty. What's going on? Be like, hey, wait a minute. I know that broad. Oh, that's too funny. When did you talk to her? How did I miss it? Listen, the fucking Blaze screwed us so hard because, and by the way, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't have this. I did the pre-show for you on the Blaze. Fucking Blaze shakes it away.
Honestly, I don't have any heat with the Blaze, but I got a new show on Rad, but the problem is it's not live. That's what hurts. That's what hurts it a little bit, because you don't interact with the chat. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Well, no, but I will say this about the Blaze. It was fun. It was fucking annoying. My contract ran out, and they actually potentially wanted to do another project, like maybe do something with Dave. And I was just like, I don't know. And then once I had an offer from Rad to do a show, I did that. But I should be going live more. See, that's my problem, is that I get paid not a ton of money. I'm not a super rich guy, but it's like I focus on my job, and really I should be focused. I like my job, and I hope Rad didn't hear this. Really should be like my second thing. I should be like doing content on my own. That's my one problem, is that I'm really focused on my Rav show, and so it makes me not do live streams and not go live as much and interact with the chat, which has been hurting, because I like talking to you. I like talking to Morgan. I see everybody, Nick the Gun Guy. I like seeing everybody in the chat, and that's what makes I'm saying that's what makes an internet show fun, right? Because you're interactive, and Rav is on every smart TV. Believe it or not, when you get a TV from Walmart, the Vizio, Rav's the second news channel recommends.
Yeah.
But to them, and they're on Dish. It's a channel 218 on Dish. So to them, their focus is not the internet. Even though they like to have a big internet presence, they sell ads on the cable and whatever. They get money from that. So it's just there's a little bit of a disconnect because it's not live.
Oh, absolutely. Look at your Twitter. You like I couldn't believe because I think Charlie Kirk show. They got Steve Bannon. Like Rav is a big in my opinion they're a competitor. They're competing. They're up there. Like Newsmax is boring. That's kind of their competitor in my opinion. And when you like retweet something from Rav, it gets some action, don't get me wrong. But if you just retweet something like from what was it, from the walkaway campaign, the Great MAGA Divide that you just did, which I gotta ask you about, you're getting like a million friggin' views.
Yeah, he's getting a lot. He's getting a lot of interaction. Well, speak about that the debate. I had 2 debates. I debated conspiracies, and then I debated America First versus MAGA. And the conspiracy debate, everybody was like kind of scared to talk about conspiracies. I'm like 9/11 inside job. I mean, I was just going crazy, it was just very entertaining debates. I don't know. I think they come out like not for a month or something, because they also had I was actually kind of on the B debate team. Then they had Alex Jones, Joe Kent, and Kai Schwimmer debate Andrew Wilson and Will Chamberlain, and gosh, who was the other person that they debated? That was
Viva. Viva Fresh.
No, Viva. Well, actually, Viva was in my debate. So Viva and I were both America First, even though he's Canadian. But so they did 2 America First, but they had Alex Jones and Joe Kent versus Will Chamberlain. Gosh, who is Andrew Wilson? Obviously, is like one of the biggest debaters now. And I'm trying to think.
Was he on? Was he MAGA or America First?
He was MAGA. And then Gerald. It was Gerald from Steven Crowder's show.
That's going to be interesting.
It is. It is. And he was Team MAGA, and then Joe Kent and Alex Jones was obviously America First. So was Kai Schwimmer, and my buddy Joel Webbin was on that. Joel Webbin is America First. He's like that based pastor that's here in Texas. He's actually a really awesome guy. But dude, I'm really excited. So I did that debate. Then I debate Destiny live at this Democrat event with all these Democrats. But they're like, Alex, you have to promise to be on your best behavior. I was like, all right. So I'm going to do the debate. They're like, yeah, try to be whatever. So I'm excited for that debate. But then I go to Las Vegas on the 19th. I'm doing a 1 versus 10. I'm debating 10 liberals.
Oh, you do it? Is it
No, it's not. It's not Jubilee. It's Sean Mike Kelly. He's smart. He just set it up on his own. But he found 10. One of them is a transgender. One, we're debating like conspiracies, Trump, evolution. We're debating a bunch of different topics. Like they have to put a bunch of different topics. Because I got to debate it all, and I like doing that. It's fun.
Oh, dude,
and
you're a pro. You're a pro.
Well, but see, this is my difference. I'm actually not. I don't gas myself up as a debater because I'm a feelings. Ben Shapiro is famous for saying facts over feelings. I'm the opposite. I'm feelings over facts. Like if you feel it, that's the truth. Like, I'm feelings over facts. So that's why I'm a little more hyperbolic and metaphorical in my debates. He's all about like stats, this many immigrants. I'm not like that. And that's what Charlie was good at. Charlie was so good in debates. He like knew every stat and everything.
Yes.
Bible scripture. He's like, I'm not. That's not how my brain works. I kind of debate from my gut, so that's why I'm different than.
I'm with you. I'm the same way. Like, it bothers me how good like people like Andrew Wilson, all these people are at their memories to remember.
Yeah, see, they're nerds about it. Like, they're nerd, and I mean that with as respect. I like Andrew. I love Andrew. I'm just saying they're like facts, blah blah blah, this that. They're quoting. So I'm not like that. I'm just debating like, well, transgenders are gross or gay. I'm a more I'm not an intellectual debater, I guess.
In my opinion, I mean the Crucible, they have a massive following, and they dig the actual. Like we're talking about facts and hard data.
They use all the terms, stop ad hominem attacking, stop straw manning. Like I never use those words in debates. Yeah. Like I'm just not even trying to get up. They definitely take debating. I'm actually one thing that I do in my debates, and I always, before I ever do a debate, even if I disagree with this other person, I know that I'm not going to convince them of my opinion. So I try to find some middle ground. Those people are trying to like own them, that's the best clips. I'm not even hating on them for that. But like when I'm actually trying to debate them, I'm trying to have a conversation and try to meet somewhere, try to find some common ground, even though that sounds cliche, because most people are, but I'm saying most people aren't like all the way far right. Most people aren't all the way far left. And this is the thing is we have cognitive dissonance. Oftentimes we know that the government is lying to us. They know that the government lies to us about stuff, but they're not lying about this particular issue or this particular issue. And so I'm just trying to break the cognitive dissonance that we're suffering from instead of necessarily like trying to convince them of my point. And those guys, Andrew Wilson, Charlie, but they were good at like trying to convince the person to, you know, come on their side. I'm just not like that. I'm not even necessarily trying to own them. I'm just trying to find some sort of concession. Because I feel like that, I just feel like that to me, if we're kind of in a debate, if we can actually be more agreeable, that then we can get somewhere. We can like, you know, we can make some progress. Because once again, everybody labels like far right and this and that. I'm a conservative because I want less government. I want to conserve the government. It doesn't mean that I like believe every single Republican policy is the right policy. You know what I mean? I want amnesty for big booty Latinas. A lot of conservatives, you know, don't like that. So I try to be a more moderate debater.
Well, see, it's not only is it hilarious the you know, if you're 9, you're fine, keep the big booty Latinas here, but I'm with, you know, and you are too with Jesse Lee Peterson. We need more white babies. Those big booty Latinas, if they stay and all the guys go, it's going to produce, you know, white babies.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need the guys. The guys can go. And Scott, I will tell you this though. I'm in Texas, in Massachusetts or whatever. There's probably, I know there's some Mexicans, but Texas used to be, I'm saying, but Texas used to be Mexico. They kind of have a little claim to it more than, I'm saying, the legal immigration, their H-1B visas. There are so many Indians that live in DFW. It is unreal. You go on Facebook, there's like 20 Indians living in like a mansion in Frisco. Like they'll live in like a 5-bedroom house, like 4 people in the room. And they all work because we have the Silicon Prairie. So you've heard of Silicon Valley in San Francisco. Well, Texas is called the Silicon Prairie because we got Cisco, AT&T, Dell. We have so many big computer companies. They're all use H-1B visa fraud because they're all headquartered here. AT&T is building their biggest headquarters in the world, their global headquarters here. So they have all these Indian employees. And this is the problem. They actually do tests. An American college graduate is better at tech than an Indian, but they hire the Indians because they'll work for pennies on the dollar. It's not that the Indians are necessarily that great at tech. They don't even test better than the Americans, but because they'll work, they're stealing jobs from college kids. So I think the legal immigration is literally worse than our illegal immigration, even though illegal immigration is bad. But I'm just telling you, this legal stuff is equally and I might say more detrimental to society.
We're getting scammed left to right. Catholic Charities, when I found out that they were, you know, during the Biden years, they were literally on the border, like ushering people in to get money for themselves. It's like, just drop the Catholic plea. You're just charities now because you're, you know, that's not.
Yeah. Well, that's how that's their
money.
cover.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like, it's not even like Indians are violent, but keep going back to Charlie Kirk. What he says like, immigration without assimilation is an invasion, and these guys don't wear deodorant, and that's like the you know, if you're an American, you're supposed to be clean, you're supposed to be showered, you're supposed to be not pooping in the lake or whatever, in the river. Like, dude, they're in the Ganges River is so polluted with dead bodies from the morgue that they put the cremated bodies in. There's fecal matter. And that's like their most holy water. They go bathe in it, and it's like full of human feces. So their culture is different. Like here in Texas, there was a girl that was part of the Future Farmers of America, FFA. It's a club in high school, and like, you know, you take your livestock to the livestock auction or whatever. You talk about farming. Well, they said that the Indians reached out to them asking for gamutra, which is cow pee and cow poop, because they think it has healing properties. I'm not even kidding. Oh, and speaking of that, so I went to a city council meeting. Speaking of Trump and how the crazy of a year this has been, I went to a city council meeting. I was like, oh, I like to eat cow poop. I like to eat cow dung. It went viral. And then I said something nice about Kash Patel. Kash Patel called Rav. Was like, yeah, you know, I didn't know you hire racists at Rav. Because I made fun of the Indians.
God,
like, give me a break. I don't even hate Indians. I'm just saying there's a lot of them. We could probably cool it down. There's a little much.
And you were cool with Kash Patel. Remember when he was running for president? Like, you did a lot of shit with him.
I know. I emceed one of his charity events.
Yes!
But dude, he didn't reach out to me. He called my boss. And I know, dude, it's not good when the FBI director's calling your freaking boss. And luckily, I mean, it's just a pain in my ass.
And wait a minute, I thought Kash Patel assimilated here. I thought he's an American. What is he actually is Americanized, but I will say this, it's like Dan Bongino. We thought he was gonna be all good, and all of a sudden he's like, Epstein did kill himself,
yada yada yada. All of a sudden, once you get into the club, see, there's one big club, Scott. You and I are not in it, but if we did get in that club, we would immediately start talking, however the politically correct way to talk. Like so I'm actually can empathize with Cash how he's just trying to do the job that he's gotten. Did they fire all the FBI agents? Did they clean house? Did they shut down the building? No, they didn't do anything that they said they were going to do. But I can kind of understand his position because he's trying to not be hated by the people that he works with, and he's more worried about the FBI than he is the public appearance that he's making. And so that's where I'm just like, I get it. You're in the club now. You're running the FBI. You have to act a certain way. You have to lie to the American people because that's part of being the FBI director. But it just sucks, dude. Everything we voted for, it's not. We didn't get.
That's the thing. And so many people, like even people who watch me, and I love you guys, half of them yell at me because, I'm shitting on Trump half the time. And it's like, do you think I want to? It's like, I want him to do the shit that he promised us for the last 9 years. What?
And it doesn't make us not like Trump that we're just like trying to call out some nonsense or BS. And the reason why I call it out is because I do think Trump could change if he heard this. He's in an echo chamber with like Howard Lutnick and whoever else is giving him bad information. And it's crazy. Jared Kushner said he wasn't going to get back on Trump's cabinet. Now he's running the negotiations for the Iran war. It's like, what? I thought we were getting like a no Jared Kushner staff. And I don't even hate Jared Kushner. Everything that I thought was going to happen, it's basically been the opposite. And so they're laying the groundwork for a Democrat to win in 2028.
I think big picture, speaking of conspiracy theories, I'm starting to think that I'm crafting these thoughts lately is that Israel, because they've been, the left has been trying to do the New World Order forever, one world government. I think Israel wants to be the ones who run the New World Order.
Dude.
I know.
They just voted to merge our militaries, even though we already know that they were merged. See, that is the problem. I'm saying that is the problem with globalism. Well, of course, foreign countries are going to push America into globalism. And we're not America first. We're trying to be globalists. We're trying to be like this conglomerate invading Iran because they potentially might have nuclear weapons, but they don't even have a delivery method. Even if they had a nuclear bomb, they don't have a way to make it come like 7,000 miles to America without us notified. Without us, we would know. We'd be notified, be able to, blow it out of the ocean by the time it even got close to us. So it's just all nonsense. It's all political theater. Even the Fauci stuff. I'm so happy we're getting the text. Now Fauci said, it causes all kinds of issues. He's not going to go to jail. He's going to be totally fine. He's not going to. They're just going to. It's all political theater. Like it feels like the conspiracy theorists. We're all right, but it's just part of the. It's part of the globalist agenda that they protect their people. And what's crazy is that Nigeria had a lower COVID mortality rate than America. So we're supposed to be the number one healthcare system in the world. And it's just not the case.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask you about the Fauci stuff. It's, I believe that I don't know, I haven't read all the texts yet, but from what I heard, he knew beforehand, before the release, that it will harm pregnant women. And there's like a video out there of him like, if you're pregnant, it's good for you. Take it.
He said 20,000. Yeah, 20,000 women have gotten it and they're fine. No issues.
Unbelievable, dude.
And, really, I've kind of come full circle on the vaccine. Is that I know we're on YouTube. We can only say so much, but I'll just say this: I don't necessarily if somebody wants to take a vaccine, if some libtard wants to take a vaccine, I'm at the point like you should be able to take it. Just don't put in mandates where you get kicked out of the military or lose your job. Like if people want it needs to be 100% not mandated. Use your choice. Like, and if that's the case and people want to take it, then go ahead. Even though I don't love it, I just don't like that people lost their jobs, people's lives were ruined, and that's another global saying. A lot of those vaccines are made in Israel. So Israel would be the leader if we're the biggest domino to fall. If we fall, the rest of them fall down. And Israel's in lockstep with our Secret Service or with our CIA and all of our intelligence agencies. They would be basically running the world.
Right. I can't stand when I hear about your, people accusing your biological stepfather, Tucker Carlson.
It's bullshit. Dude, they've been coming after Tucker so hard.
Yeah, they're like, Tucker.
I was Buckley. Oh, Buckley Carlson. I was with Buckley all this week, and Buckley's the man, his brother.
Yeah.
But, dude, they've been going after him so hard, and it's so ridiculous. Like, they call him a Russian asshat, this and that. It's like, guys, Tucker is the only one that's actually being intellectually honest online,
Right.
other than there's a few other people, but he's basically he's an anti-Semite. Tucker, there are some Jewish activists he doesn't like, but he doesn't not like somebody just because they're Jewish. I know that for a fact.
Right.
Like, he's not really an anti-Semite, even if he criticizes Israel. But they say that if you see, you and I, well, I'm saying we would like to say that we can criticize the Israel government without being anti-Semitic, but not to them. If you criticize the Israel government, that means you're a Jew hater and you are anti-Semitic. When they're two separate things, just like I criticize the government of America, doesn't mean I don't love America. You know, it doesn't mean I'm not American. So I don't understand how we can make fun of every other government. But if we say that it looks like Israel might be ethnically cleansing Palestinians, you're like, oh, you Jew hater, anti-Semite. It's like, what is going on? We can't even have a conversation about this.
Well, see, this is why I argue with people when they're like Tucker Carlson. I'm like, wait a minute. How many dual citizen what the hell is it? Qatar dual citizens from Qatar are in our government.
Probably
run
none.
NBA,
we have 100 dual citizens with Israel. I mean, it's just so
all over
obvious.
the place. You can't. I mean, they just approved Trump's pick of that female black Jewish broad for the CDC. I think it was. Do you see who it is?
Was she a black Jewish woman? I didn't even see that. No, I didn't see it. Is she any good?
This. No, she's not good. Where is this? I'm like, it's just. Wait, hold on. Do I gotta take that? There we go.
Well, you know that one black dude that DeSantis hired in Florida is actually a pretty base guy. You know, that one black doctor guy.
Yep.
You know, whatever. He's actually pretty base.
Yeah, he's
so you
good.
said black. I was like, maybe she's pretty good, but okay, so she sucks, huh?
Oh, it's just ridiculous. She's, it's just like you said. There's a big club and we're not invited. This broad has been in the club for many years. Here she is, right here. This is her.
Wow.
Senate officially confirms Trump nominee Dr. Erica Schwartz as CDC director. Nothing to see here. And this clips of her talking and whatnot. And here's the thing. I'm so glad I'm friends with Donut.
Yeah, Donut's a man.
I love him, and he was mad at me because he probably heard me saying something. And it's like, dude, I'm not attacking Jews. I love everybody.
Yeah, well, Donut is. To be fair, Donut is a Jew and he loves Jews, but he's intellectually honest too.
Right.
And so I think he can tell the difference between a person that is I'm not even trying to throw them under the bus like Jake Shields or Dan Bilzerian, like those guys. Right. I think actually really don't like somebody they know somebody's just, even though they're both. I mean, Jake Shields always been nice to me, and he thinks I'm a Jew. But long story short, Donut is into conspiracies and stuff, and he realizes that Jewish people are powerful and have a lot of sway in the world. He doesn't. I don't think he would consider that to be anti-Semitic, but some people would. Like Laura Loomer would be like, "Oh, you anti-Semite for saying, Jews are powerful." Nah, he understands that, and I don't want to speak for Donut, but he's just more evolved, and that's the problem. Is these people are propagandists. They Tucker Carlson. They use all these terms. It's like a coordinated attack. This is a perfect thing. The SPLC or SPLU, whatever, the SPLC got caught paying Nazis. They actually like Nick Fuentes. They actually like Tucker to be big because then they can point to an enemy and be like, look at these Jew haters. So and then they Benjamin Netanyahu got caught, funding Hamas, donating to Lebanon or whatever. Yeah, I mean, just saying it's all nonsense. It's all ridiculous.
It's a huge stage, and we're just getting played left and right, and I can't stand it. Real quick,
but the globalists are going to win. Sadly, Scott, I don't want to say that because I think the good guys should win in the end. But it seems like Donald Trump's not deporting that many people, and it's just this we call one world order or whatever. That's gonna maybe it doesn't fully happen in our lifetimes, but with the AI. I don't know. I'm not clairvoyant. I can't predict the future, but the way AI is transformed in the past 3 years, you can't distinguish between real and fake. Right. Imagine in 10 years, and then we got all the flock cameras. We're going to be in a surveillance state with a social credit score. Cops will be able to investigate you using AI. They'll just put your information back. Is he doing a crime? Do you suspect him of doing a crime? And it might be wrong because AI gets stuff wrong all the time. They're going to be it's going to be like Minority Report. They're going to be
Yes.
policing us and arresting us before we do a crime. It's going to be. I'm
It's
not
gonna be-
excited for the surveillance state.
Me neither. It's going to be RoboCop. You're going to have two big butt cheeks next to you. You're going to be like, I'll buy that for $1. We're going to be getting the entire RoboCop gimmick.
It's literally going to be like RoboCop. It's going to be. I'm saying they're going to have like police dogs. They won't even have like the left will abolish the police. So then they have like police, literally like those robot dogs with like guns or tasers on them, coming to your house. Like we've looked at your chat log. You've whatever and whatever they're going to be able to use. They're going to find something because believe it or not, I don't think most people are criminals, but like we've all like ran a red light or we've all done. There's always somewhere we didn't dot an I across the T. Like if they wanted to find something on you, they could, and that's what I'm worried about with this. All these flock cameras. I'm already under the impression that we're being monitored 24/7 because everywhere we go, there's a camera. But this is like way more intense because now they have like a database and this and that. So I see these conservatives like, and I'm not even calling out John Doyle, but John Doyle is like, well, these flock cameras are good. Like you can't have it one way or the other. Do you want like law and order? Then we need the flock cameras. But I would just argue that this is going the direction that it's going. Like, yeah, it starts as flock cameras are just getting our license plate. But next thing you know, the camera's going to be like in your house. You're going to have a camera in your car. This flock is just it's the appetizer for the entree of
this is that the flock and the data sensors are the foundational piece. We think they're like the end. No, that's just the beginning of the surveillance state that's coming. Speaking of movies, I don't know if you remember it, but the old Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall, where is it Total Recall? Shit, no, it's the Running Man.
The Running Man was awesome with the prisoners. And they had to on reality TV. And they're like trying to get out. Yeah,
but he's in the helicopter, and they AI it to make it sound like he was going to bomb the protesters. That's part of the data center AI bullshit. Like even if because you were saying like all of us do something stupid and break the law a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody has somewhere.
They can just make it up.
Yeah, that's true. They can literally lie, and the government does lie. I don't trust the government at all. I don't trust the government. So,
dude, listen to this real quick. There was like 99% of everything you've ever said. I agreed with all of it except for two things: the Earth was flat and the moon landing.
I don't necessarily think the Earth is flat. But I do think this is what I'm saying, and I was talking about the debate because my buddy Jaron actually went and saw the 24-hour sun.
Yes,
I'm saying there probably is something round to the universe, but I do believe, and people get mad at me, I do think the Earth is the center of the universe, and I think the sun, moon, and stars rotate around us. That's what I think. I do think that because even Einstein said that we couldn't tell the difference whether we were moving and everything else was standing still, and in relation, or they're all moving around us. And the main reason I think that. Dude, I watch the sun go from east to west every day. Like it looks like it's moving in the sky. I see the moon. It's a different thing. Like they look like they're moving. I don't think that we're moving, but I don't think the Earth is like spinning. I don't think it's flat, but I don't think it's spinning thousands and millions of miles an hour, like they say.
We are so fucking subverted. It's absolutely crazy. I was gonna say though, it kind of happened that I was right about the flat Earth gimmick, but you were absolutely right about the moon landing. I have come full circle over to your side because, man, everything. I just saw a video about Edgar Mitchell. And some guy you see that shit? And he put his hand on the Bible. He's like, I don't believe in the Bible anyway.
And he gets all mad. And I think Edgar Mitchell was his son, or I forget which one they like. Should we call the cops on him? The CIA
to wax him. I'm like,
but forget about how fake the 1969 moon landing. That was so fake. They're calling Richard Nixon on a landline from the moon that's 250,000 miles away. It's like, give me a break. But dude, this Artemis mission. The first time human beings have ever seen the dark side of the moon, and it looked like shit. It was just like they couldn't live stream it. That whole Artemis mission was trash. Okay, we've got a super chat. Look at this.
Yes.
I don't even know how to pronounce it. Rhombohedron.
Rhombohedron. Yeah.
It looks like a drunk cube shape. Probably, maybe. Changed my mind. Crisis King. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think there is like a firmament, or there's just something supernatural about this world that we don't understand, and it's not. Like one of the topics I'm debating is evolution. I think there's like microevolution, like two birds with long beaks can have another bird with a long beak. Two tall people have tall kids. But like, I don't think like a dolphin turns into a human. I don't think like an alligator turns into a cat. So I don't think there's enough transitional species. I think there was somebody or something, God, that like created this earth. But once again, they tell us this stuff is fact. That's what's annoying. Like even they tell us whether or not the earth is round and it's moving, but they tell us it all was a cosmic accident, that two rocks banged together and everything came from nothing. But it's like, what put those two huge rocks into motion? Like what, how did they start falling? And it's just, there's so many unanswered questions. And they tell it to you like it's a fact, because science is a religion, that is its own religion.
Oh, absolutely. So I don't know if you agree with this or believe this, but I was reading a book. Yeah, I mean, when I was a little kid, my mother would read like Danny and the Dinosaur to me. So I liked dinosaurs as a real small kid, but I was probably about maybe like 10 or 11, 12. And I read this book and it opened my mind for the rest of my life that dinosaurs are effing fake.
Oh, dude, yeah. Fake. Well, it's okay. I saw this TikTok and it was like in Europe somewhere. They had this huge mural. It was in this church, like this huge painting. I mean, when I say huge, it's like 50 feet by 50 feet. And it was this old whatever cathedral. And they moved it back, and the picture behind it, it was actually painted and it was covering another picture. And this is like, I don't know, hundreds of years old. I don't know how really old. This guy was fighting a dragon, and it was like a TikTok, like, why would this be in a church? So I do think there's probably some sort of like large reptiles, like large animals, but it's not like a T-Rex like this, there probably were some huge, large things, and maybe they died in a flood or something, but it's not T-Rex and velociraptors and pterodactyls. It's just not. This is what they tell us. And this is what pisses me off. Yeah. But they say, we know more about space than we do the ocean. That's what pisses me off the most. It's like, we've all swam in the ocean. We've all seen the ocean. Only less than 200 people have actually gone to space. So it's like, come on. We know more about space and the ocean. It's just nonsense. There's all these bullshit, marine biology books. We know much more about the ocean than we do about space. But it's just
right here in New England, in Massachusetts, 20 miles from me is NOAA. NOAA. It's the oceanographic joint. They found the Titanic years ago, so now they just get the black government visa card to do whatever they want. And they've literally mapped the entire floor of the ocean. What do you mean we have? I'm with you. When I hear that, I'm like, we are just gaslit left and right all the time. It drives me absolutely nuts, dude. I can't say it.
And then on top of that, what's funny is like the deepest we can go on land, we dug in Russia, the Great Borehole, which is 8 miles. The deepest in the ocean we can go is Marianas Trench, which is 8 miles. And one of those guys that works like NOAA or one of those, ocean exploration companies, they said that when they went to Marianas Trench, they went to 8 miles, as deep as it can go. They were in some special submarine. And that the way the guy described it is that when they were that deep, then it looked like they were in another lake, and they could see like even though they're underwater, there was like a rim of land, and they were trying to go in that water, and they were bouncing off that water, and they could tell it looked like water because it was like so thick. So I'm just saying there's something weird going on. If I don't believe in aliens coming from Mars, but if there are like extraterrestrials or weird aliens, they're probably in the ocean or something like that. Like if there is a Godzilla, I don't know if there is. I don't know if I think there is, but I'm just saying, they could hide it in the ocean. They wouldn't tell us. So that's why they're like, oh, we don't even know what's in the ocean. We don't know, but they know what's going on in the ocean. Like,
exactly. I mean, speaking of the ocean with dinosaurs, we have megalodon teeth. So that's how we know that they existed. And then there's other weird ones with different shaped mouths and teeth. So there was, like you said, big, creatures.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Turn into the pigeon that you see, flying around in, Dallas Fort Worth. That's bullshit to me. I don't, because you were talking about evolution. I'm like, you're telling me this flying pterodactyl turned into this? I don't believe it.
Even worse is they say everything came from nothing. It was abiogenesis.
Yeah,
that literally lightning like struck a lake, and then it caused a cell to split, and then that cell split, and then everything literally came from just microscopic cells splitting. And that's how like a dinosaur, that's how an alligator was made. It just doesn't even make sense. It's kind of like the theory, what came first, the chicken or the egg? But I mean, I guess you'd have to say the egg came first. But I just, once again, they tell us all this stuff is fact, and that's what's annoying is I wish they would have a little more, a better description. Like, this is what I guess they'll tell you that it's a theory, but at the end of the day, all these people that worship science as a religion, they're like, no, dinosaurs were fact. It's exactly this pterodactyl had this eye, and they're like, no, this is exactly right. You're like, I don't know.
When I was younger anyway, and I take my kids every once in a while to the Museum of Science of Boston. It's amazing, believe me. They got tons of good shit, but there's like a bunch of giant skeleton bones. So I like to be a pain in the ass and go up to the security guy saying, I'm like, hey, so all these bones are dinosaur bones? Where'd you find them? And he'll end up saying, well, just that little toe part down there. That's the only bone. All the rest of them, they built it from this.
They make them in China. No, yeah, they make it. They make them all in China. They use whatever. They're all recreations because they say that they have so much radiation or something. That's not safe to be dinosaur. So like every big dinosaur. But I do believe there's some big humans. I believe in giants. I think there were giants at one point.
I absolutely agree. I could go on and on for that shit because up here in like New Hampshire, there's an old burial ground, and I think they interacted with the Vikings. These gigantic, and there's like graves where they were, and now all the bodies are missing, and it's like. What's the Smithsonian? It's the Smithsonian. I'll tell you.
They got them all. With
the book I read,
Ark or whatever.
Yeah, like
what is it? The Ark of the Covenant or
Ark
whatever?
Of the Covenant.
Yeah.
They're the from Indiana Jones. What is it? It's like Upper Men or whatever the hell it is. But they're the ones with the giant warehouse full of all the shit that we should all at least know about. It's bullshit. No, but the book I read when I was a kid said that the Smithsonian paid these two guys who wanted to debunk the Bible to go out and find dinosaur bones. And what do you know? They found the dinosaur bones. People, people were in America for 200 years. And all of a sudden, these guys just happen to dig.
They're like during the Bone Wars or whatever it's called. Yeah, all of a sudden they were finding dinosaur bones. Like the Native Americans didn't have any of them or anything, but all of a sudden these guys are just finding dinosaur teeth and teeth everywhere.
Dude,
it's all nonsense.
Bullshit.
It's nonsense. Well, Scott, I'm starting to sweat. I'm about to have to go here in a second. I got to go eat dinner. But
let me ask you this real quick before you dip. I'm so sorry because I've been I have like 50 questions, but I know you're gonna go. Real quick. So one of the amazing things about you, and I'm typically like this myself, is that you get along with everybody.
Try to.
But there's so many I wrote these down just so I wouldn't forget. There's so many feuds and fights and shit going on. Andrew Wilson versus Candace Owens versus Nick Fuentes, Fuentes versus Tucker Carlson, Tucker versus Trump versus MTG and Massey, Owen Schroyer versus Alex Jones, Laura Loomer versus Roger Stone, Sneeko versus
Laura Loomer hates me too. Don't forget she hates me.
She's a demon. Sneeko versus Myron Gaines, Garbage Miley Yiannopoulos versus Benny Johnson, Nick the Gun Guy versus Tim Pool, Kino Casino versus The Quartering, Chrissy Mayer versus Brittany Venti, Nerdrotic and Side Scrollers, and Dark Match Steve versus Joe the Supermarket. What do we do to bring all these people together? The one person in the world that can do it is you.
Well, there is some overlap. I'm friends with some of those people that hate us.
I know. Yeah.
Well, you bring up. I don't know if you mentioned Sneeko, Myron Gaines, but like Nick Fuentes and Sneeko are beefing. Nick Fuentes and Tucker are beefing, and those are ones where I'm like, you guys have differences and this and that, but are the differences so bad that you have to hate each other? Because Nick hates Tucker. Tucker does not like Nick. Sneeko and Nick hate each other right now. Like they are like going after each other. I'm like, God, I get it that Nick's Catholic and he's Muslim, and then they've had whatever beef and they've said this about each other, but I don't know how we bring people together. As human beings, we have a flaw. We all have an ego. We all just because people really want to be liked, but then once you decide, oh, I don't like this person, because we have an attention economy, people are getting clicks on that beef. So it benefits some people to have these beefs. Like I actually feel bad for the Quartering, even though he brought a little bit onto himself.
Yeah,
he's facing an onslaught of hate, and I don't know, maybe a little bit of it is deserved, but not as much as he's getting. And I'm not even trying to be sweet for him. He's been annoying. He's gotten some people's channels taken down. But dude, I feel bad at this point. At first, I get a little trolled. Somebody gets trolled. It's not that big a deal. It's kind of haha. But dude, that guy, I feel bad for Jeremy right now. The Quartering and Kino Casino. They're really cutthroat on it.
Oh yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, so there's so many. I bet you we could go through each one of these, and the problem is usually just one of the people. Like Kino can say, I love Andy Warski PPP.
They're so funny, but dude,
fucking awesome.
Jeremy's in a position where he could never forgive them. He'll never like them. So it's like I could never repair that bridge. I could never repair that bond. I mean, it's just an impossibility. Like Nick and Seagull, I could never bring them together. Now, maybe if their fighting was just a little fighting, but like now they're making t-shirts to Port, Sneeko, and this, like they've gone so personal.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad.
I don't know how we bring people together. I guess it's never really going to have we're never going to have full unity, because whether we like it or not, other people like it. You know what I mean? People get entertained by it, so it's never going to stop. So if there's an audience for it, there's always going to be a lot of internet drama.
That's true. See, I think you are genuine, and you don't, you really don't have an agenda. All your agenda is just to entertain and to, learn and spread. It's the same way like when we started this, why your debate style isn't really a debate style. You're literally trying to fix things. And it's maybe not even with the person you're debating with, but all the audience. You know what I mean? Like Dark Match Steve was just showing your latest come to the mic, the TPUSA.
Pick up the mic, yeah. Which clip was it? Yeah.
It was definitely in Texas. I think it was a Dallas one, right? And I figured it was so
Did I recently post it, or is it an old one? I don't know which one it is.
It might have been it might have been a little old, but it was just really, really interesting how like one kid came up and asked you your favorite color. Does that ring a bell?
Kind of. I don't even know what my favorite color is. Blue. It changes.
Yeah, you said blue. You said navy blue.
Yeah, I mean, blue is. I'm a Cowboys fan. I like blue and silver, and I like gold. I like green, but yeah, I think blue is my top.
Yeah. No, but it was just interesting how everybody there is smiling, even the people against you. So that's my point. It's like, I think if all of the people I just mentioned, get off their high horse and let the ego go, including Jeremy the Quarry. He fucked up.
Yeah, even Jeremy. Yeah. See, Jeremy fucked up. Jeremy made so many mistakes with this that made it worse. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like, he is responsible for a lot of, a good portion of the hate. Is it fair? But the internet's not fair. Life is not fair. So that's just the way it works. But I will say this. I'm debating Destiny. I would like to try to find some middle ground with him. I think he's still mad that I called his ex-wife a whore or whatever, but she was one and he divorced her. So I don't know how it's going to go. I told him I'm not going to ad hominem attack him. I would like to have it, spirited debate and get, I hope we get a little jazzed up. I hope we get emotional. I hope it gets intense. But I also don't want to leave that debate him hating me. I'd like him to leave that debate where we are more friendly than, enemies.
And that shows your heart. And that's the difference. That I'm not saying these other people I just mentioned don't have hearts, but you gotta, give people a little bit of love. That's why you're giving the high vibrational energy. People need to.
You gotta be high vibrational, Scott. Okay, I'm sweating my ass off. My AC's not working, but just shout out to everybody in the chat. Morgan, I love you guys. I need to go live more, but I'll have you on my show, dude. And I really appreciate. Oh, look at that, dude. Is that a super chat right there? Or what is that? What is that? How is that for
Snizzux?
Oh, you put it up.
I put it up, yeah.
Well, send some super chats. Nick the Gun Guy, he's gonna send $1,000 super chat. No, I'm kidding. All right, well, I'm about to freaking go eat dinner. You're the man, Scott. We need to do this more often.
Yes. Oh, it'd be great, man. I can't wait. Don't let it be this long again, please. I miss the hell out of you.
I won't. All right, peace, dude. Have a good one.
All right, love you, man. Wow, let's go, dude. I'm not joking. I've been doing this, planning on this and preparing and getting ready. I got notes today. I got books over here filled with stuff. But guess what? I knew it was just gonna be off the cuff and fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a freaking amazing. I'm so sorry I didn't get to pull you guys' comments up more. I wanted to get you guys involved more. I'm like, what am I doing? Let's go. I was like looking over and reading you guys' stuff, but Alex is a machine, so you gotta keep it going. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are gonna be. Should we go on for a little more? Why not? Right? It's only 8:00. Let's go. Last hour of my drive flew by. It's It was so fast, like, man. But see, that's Alex. He gets so much stuff in. It's the best. Saul the Paul, I get I get here exactly when Stein leaves, right? Well, you can always go back and watch it, but don't go anywhere yet. Thank you, dude. Oh, I freaking love you, man. I wanted it so bad if he didn't have to leave, I was gonna bring up Barp, the situation with Barp where Nick the gun guy, he was just trying to be cute and funny, and he walks up to Alex at Barp. You guys heard the story, right? He goes up to Alex at Barp and he's like, hey, tell your boy Tim Pool he should be more funny like he used to be. It was like a harmless thing. But Alex had 2 producers with him from Tim Pool's show. Oh, my God. And Alex like, dude, what are you talking about? He took it the wrong way. And poor tactical Tim Pool, a.k.a. Nick the gun guy, is like, oh, shit. What did I say? And I've already talked to Alex about it, and he gets it. Like, it was just, spur of the moment thing. But, oh, man, I wanted to keep that going. You want to sing? I'll send you the link right now. I had so much fun. Yeah, I'm going to send you the link. Real quick, while we're waiting. I know I have a clip of this lady, Dr. Erica Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with her. But the interview was going so fast, and just talking to Alex was like just moving perfectly. So I didn't want to screw it up, or bog it down. Real quick, while I get Nick the link, look at this. We're dogging on Trump, right? It's not even dogging on Trump. It's like a cry for help, for Pete's sake. We're like, Trump, please do at least some of the things that you promised, for God's sakes. But look it's official. By the stroke of pen and flanked by RFK Jr., President Trump establishes a new U.S. vaccine schedule. Now, I heard this on the radio on the way here. My head has been spinning all weekend. I'm worried about my mom. By the way, my mother's birthday is tomorrow. I love you. I'll say it a million times tomorrow, too. My son's birthday. I love you. His birthday over this weekend. And Mrs. Starboard's coming up this month. So it's birthday. Like we call it the birthday season around here. There's just so many, even though there's a zillion of them every week. But I heard this on the radio. I'm like, maybe I could fit this in with Alex. Didn't get to, but that's all right. 11 o'clock tonight. He's probably talking about it. And shit, I forgot to tell him to shout out all this stuff. But everybody knows at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Real America's Voice, Alex Stein, the one and only content comedy king, will be on. Also, links in the description. I say it all the time. The Discord link, brand new, fresh Discord link, because I guess they expire. So, but everybody in there, Fat Pig. Damn, I forgot to mention the Fat Pig. I wanted to shout out Fat Pig. Eva 19 official. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Like I said, I wanted to incorporate you guys more. Listen, I'm still learning here. But this is really good. I mean, what Trump just signed, I hope it sticks. Stupid Congress and all these bums, rhinos, they better just make this a law. Like, this is great. Trump establishes a new U.S. Oh, jeepers creepers. I don't even have it up here. I'm an idiot. Oy vey. Sorry about that. It's official. By the stroke of pen and flanked by RFK Jr. I can't help myself. President Trump establishes a new U.S. vaccine schedule that decreases the number of jabs. Can you believe, kids get vaccines? 72 vaccines? I remember when they were, I was a real little kid. They're like, lift your shirt up. It's time to get your booster shot. And it was 4 or 6 shots of whatever, you know what I mean? That was your booster. Booster means something different now. It's like, we tested these on beagles. You got to get your booster. But 72, this is outrageous. Obviously, autism. And I think we've had autism since we were cavemen, but these 72 vaccines are definitely kicking it up a notch. You know what I mean? We've gone from artistes to autists. So and listen, I love my autistic people. I watch Fish Tank. That's some of my favorite people on the planet. But look at it, decreases the number of jabs from 72 to 11. And spreads the 11 out over multiple visits rather than like, oh, look at the baby's born, brand new baby. Oh, hold on, Ma. We're not going to let him or her, lay upon your breast just right yet. Hold on. Doctor, give me the booster. Ka-ping, 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 ka-ping. There you go. You tell the mother not to, eat tuna because of the mercury. All of these vaccines are made with like some kind of mercury in it. What the hell? And it spreads them out over multiple visits rather than pumping the child all at once. That's one big one in my book out there right now. But here's the thing. If the stupid Congress doesn't codify this, then guess what? When AOC gets in, she's going to be like, I love vaccine. Like we went from 72 before and then Trump removed them. So now we're going to double 72 and we're going to make it 84. That's double, right? This bitch is stupid. But seriously, Mike, lame joke, but it's true. Like, if she gets in, these vaccines going up. All right, let me listen to this while I get the link for Nick the Gun Guy.
This is your executive order on establishing gold standard vaccine recommendations, sir. As previous speakers have indicated, this is going to establish essentially a new vaccine schedule that is fully informed by the research and data that we have from HHS and NIH and other aspects of the government. It also takes a very hard line on some of the more paternalistic issues that we've been talking about here, sir, in terms of infringing on parents' religious liberty or really just parents' ability to make decisions for their children. So as Heidi said, this is a very big deal. We're not waiting for anyone else to take action as you do so often, sir. We're just going ahead and doing the right thing based on all of the best available research to ensure that America's parents and children are being as best protected by the federal government as they can be.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, that's a big one in my book.
Very good. Very, very good. I didn't hear a word he said because I was trying to do it. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. I try my best, man. I think did I hear Alex say that I could be on his show? I thought I heard that invite. I'm gonna have to screen grab that. No, I'd be absolutely honored. My goodness, if he'd have me on, believe me. But listen, the one and only, formerly of Alaska, back home in beautiful alligator filled and fish filled too, because believe me, the fish are biting down there. Nick the Gun Guy, everybody, let's go.
What's up, dude? How are you?
What's up, brother? I know I was thinking all weekend. I'm like, should I do this sound? Should I have this sound? So you got it. You got the applause sound, dude. Did I do good or what?
You crushed it, bro. I was a little nervous. I didn't because I like the first couple minutes were catching, and I'm like, and then you're like, I have a few things to bring up, and I'm like, oh, don't do the Nick the Gun Guy. And I like how you squeezed it.
I got it in, baby. I've been so nervous. Like I knew it was gonna be fun, but like,
oh yeah,
his energy's so good. Like, you know what I mean? He's just did an event. You know, I mean, by the way, he's open for Roseanne Barr and Tucker Carlson. He's open for Donald Trump twice, I believe, at least twice. And he just did an event with and Alex Jones, Buckley Carlson, Andrew Wilson, Viva Frey, all these big people. I gotta kind of, step it up a little bit. I can't be all overtired Scotty being
How do I follow that one up? You know?
yeah, I know.
Jeez Louise.
I was actually I asked you at the end of Bubba's show, but apparently the show was over, so
dude,
I don't even think that the comment went on there. I was gonna text you, but I can you come on tomorrow? I want to have a couple of you guys.
Absolutely.
I don't know because we'll be back to our regular. Hopefully, the Fat Pig, then me, then Doc Match Steve, then Alex Stein. But I want to have you and a couple other people on because I've been because by Sunday I'm like, all right, I think I'm prepared for Alex. I think I'm ready because I've been just over prepared, and of course I didn't use 90% of it, but who cares? It was fun. But I got Bubba trivia.
Okay, heck yeah.
So because I wanted to trivia. I was thinking, when you brought up the trivia from Alaska, it was so much like the audience loved it. I loved it. So I'm like, we got to do in Trivia Tuesdays just sounds right.
We could have Tim Pool trivia, but he's such a grifter. We don't know what's right and what's wrong. So,
you'll never get the wrong answer because he's said the answer one way or the other. Wow, look at 72. It would be a Jewish numerology number 72. I remember 72 is.
Did you see my shot at him in the chat about the coffee shop?
Oh no, I missed. Damn, I forgot this too.
But if it fails, he'll be a barista and he'll be a twink barista. So at least he's got his coffee shop now. So.
Morgan and I, we told them, and it wasn't just us, but we were probably the biggest hounds when the Blaze gimmick was ending. She's still here, but she'll watch it later. There were two landmines that I didn't want to step in with Alex. Truth's upright. Come on. What's up, girl? There were two landmines I didn't want to step in. One was his new lady, the new love of his life, because then I would have to talk about the old love of his life. And I honest to God, you probably feel the same exact way. I love them both. I can't stand when people break up and you're friends with both of them. And I'm friends with both of them. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to bring it up.
No, smart man. No, exactly. Enough people do, and when the time is right, Alex will bring it up. Let him do it. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's not my place. But then listen, go ahead. Sorry.
Nope, that's why he likes you and I, and like you said, that's why we all have good standings no matter what happens. It's a respect thing, and at the end of it, we're all out there for each other. Look at this guy, Bob Cook, Hall of Famer Bob Cook,
the greatest of all time. The other thing is no audio. I hope this audio, guys. Shoot, I don't have my backup here going. The other thing that I wasn't going to bring up is what's going on with Bubba. Because the last, he was a regular. He was back to being a regular with either Gene on Wednesday or Babyface.
He was doing Wednesdays. Wednesdays, if I remember right.
And then the whole I don't blame Alex at all. I understand Bubba's side too, because he let him lend him the car, and then he wasn't a good steward of the car, but he's got these two documentarian guys from Canada, man.
Well, and here's the thing. I dealt with it when Alex was here. I offered to take him down there, and it's all you can do is offer it, and if he wants it, he'll ask, and if not, there's no sense in getting butthurt over it. The dude's busy. He's a mover and a shaker. His schedule is all over the place, so it's hey, dude, here's my schedule. If I can help, I can help. If not, people, I think, just take that stuff way too serious, and it's if you don't do it, but like you said, he's got people with him. Other people were with him for other stuff, and he had a lot going on, and it's a comfort thing.
No, totally. But I was going to say, what's the status between you and Bubba? Because he hasn't been on since Bubba had him on and eviscerated him. I was pretty mad at Bubba. I ain't going to lie. I was real pissed because I'm listen, I know it's kayfabe and blah, 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 blah. And everybody's oh, don't take it seriously. But Alex hasn't been on since.
I think
everything. I don't think it's kayfabe. I don't think it was. I think Bubba was mad at him, and I love Alex. I just said it to his face. He knows it. Alex did fuck up, and he admitted it, and he'll admit it to the end of time. I just think Bubba went a little too far with his,
Yeah.
Scolding. That's all.
Oh,
I mean, I
trust
watch
me.
Bubba every fucking day. I love
You
Bubba
heard it.
too.
Remember when I got scolded? Remember the phone call?
Yeah,
All the gimmicks,
exactly.
dude. It is what it is. It's radio. Let it go. I mean, like you said, at the end of the day, they're both still boys. We know that. Alex will be back on.
I hope
know,
so. That's why I didn't want to step in the landmine, because I want to have a fun time.
That's what I love about him. He'll be back, like you said. He's too smart. That's why when he was talking about his stuff earlier, he can go off the cuff. Somebody can approach him off the street. You can't outsmart him. You can't hoodwink him. I mean, he's very polished. He's smarter than most people think. Most people think he's just some mouthpiece that does these crazy things. But all the craziness aside, it's a show. The dude's a showman. And in all of his stuff, he's putting points out. He's bringing a comedic light to it of what is actually going on. And that's what draws people to Alex.
Yep. And that's what I was kind of trying to get to, where like the Andrew Wilson Crucible people, like they're like diehard debaters. Like Alex was saying, like they want to own you. They want to own you. But I know I'm not alone. There's millions of us who enjoy Alex's method, which is humor.
Yeah,
because I think that works much better than being like, I'm Andrew Wilson. I won. I beat you. I destroyed you. You're an idiot. Because if you put yourself in that person's shoes, even if somebody did beat me in one little topic of a debate, I'm never coming to your side now. All I want to do is punch back, instead of if you just let me down and prove that I lost that portion of the debate in a humorous way, or a humane or a kind, laughter is much better. I won't want to destroy you. I'd want to come back with a funnier quip than you. You know what I mean?
Alex, yes. And if you notice, Alex never does what Tim does, what Nick Fuentes does, what Bonagino, what all these douchebag grifters do. And the reason that is because Alex stands on business. Alex has always stayed the same. And he jokes about the feelings over facts, but he's the same way, facts over feelings. Yep. Like, once again, it goes back to his smarts. He doesn't have to be something he's not. Everything that you see, we've both been around. That's Alex to a T. The only difference when the camera's off is it's like having a conversation like we're having now. He's the exact same dude. He's the exact same energy. It's not Alex trying to get a movie role or become a star and do something else. This is what he likes to do. It's what he's good at, and he's always going to be good at it, no matter where he's at. And like you said, that's why all of us are going to follow him.
Yeah.
So
and one of the things I had was, and it's funny because I didn't know DMS was going to do some warm up Alex Stein stuff, which was awesome, by the way. While I'm like trying to take a shower, do my hair, get all the shit ready. Like, there's a million things I had to do before the show. And now with Alex, I was just, freaking out. But I just wanted it to be perfect. That's all.
It was money, dude. You killed it, bro. It was good. Like I said, and then you ripping the cigarette through the interview just gets me every time. It's like my boy Scotty over here ripping darts. I just, hell yeah, bro.
Oh my god! I'm like, maybe Andrew Wilson will stop hating me.
It couldn't win anywhere. Like I joked in the chat, Alex should have like a once a year thing of like the gathering of all these haters and just let everybody hash it out.
That would be interesting.
Big boy boxing gloves and do like kind of like the redneck brawler, the celebrity boxing, but be like the celebrity roasting, boxing thing or something, and just let them all get it out and see who is as tough or as badass as they think they are.
Yeah. See, the thing with Alex, it doesn't drive me crazy, but it's just it's like because I gotta hook up with Sam Hyde again, because Alex is, like you said, he's a mover. This dude is a mover and a worker, and he's going. I have so many ideas. If I say I'm on here, I guarantee you people will steal the ideas, because I have a bunch of ideas. Because debates and stuff like that, they're awesome. I can't wait to see the Great MAGA Divide and the Destiny one this weekend. I am fucking watching that money no matter what. But listen, I have other events that I would like to bring people in together. They don't have to be enemies, but enemies would be funny. I'd love to see
it's content that makes money, bro.
Yeah, I'd love to see the quartering versus PPP in a certain event. I can't say what it is, but here's the thing: I could bring this to Alex, and I've brought many of them and many ideas to him, but I can't bring it to Alex and then he's busy. I would be the one who Alex would say, "Oh, that's a great idea. Go make it happen," and then call me and I'll host it and I'll run the whole thing. You know what I mean? So I need somebody who can, honestly, it's probably funding, but who has the Glowbug. When I found out that she throws events, she'd be a great contact, at least in Florida, to host certain. I'll talk to you off air, and it's nothing that I wouldn't want any of you guys to know. It's just I don't want people stealing my shit.
The prelims could be Scotty Lamar against Dan Bonagino, Tactical Tim versus the real Tim to see who the real and only Tim is. We could get like JVT versus somebody because we gotta have our boy there.
That's another thing. I wanted to bring up JVT and Hidden in Plain Sight and Brandon. Damn it, I didn't. It's all right. Well, I'll have him on.
You know what we got to do? I want to know how Alex feels about Nate from Valhalla. I would just be curious to see, just because a lot of the different feelings in their political things, or if Alex would even do his show. I think that would be a very interesting show.
Well, I'm glad you kind of brought that up because I will mention it to him. There was another thing on my list to mention to him is a guy named and Tony Hay Munkets, our very own Tony Hay Munkets, is the one who put this guy put me onto him. Robert Gouveia. Have you watched any of his stuff? I get the link in the description if you haven't. He's fucking awesome. He's awesome.
Yep.
And he can get anywhere from 3 to 20,000 live viewers. Like this guy is way not mentioned. I don't want to say underrated. Like nobody talks about bringing him to debates or conferences or whatever. And but I'd love to have see him on Alex's show because he kind of pulls me back to because I get so mad, just like Alex. It's like, what the fuck is Trump doing? Why isn't he doing this? Why is he doing that? And Robert Gouveia is kind of like almost like a modern day Rush Limbaugh for me, because Rush Limbaugh, like the day after a bad election, I needed Rush Limbaugh or else I would be a fucking lunatic. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Like, and Rush would be like, listen, this is what's going to happen. Take a deep breath, everybody. And literally, and that's what Robert Gouveia does for me. So, and I just like to see that dude get his name out there more. He's got a massive audience.
Oh,
but
the guy moves the needle for sure.
They have all the same fucking lousy people on the 5. I haven't watched Fox News in like 3 years, but and I love when they have my friend Dave Landau on the 5, but they have the same people on all the time. Like I'd love to see Robert Gouveia. I want to see Alex on there first and foremost. But like Robert Gouveia should be out there. The dude's mega talented, so I just like that guy a lot. And wait, Robert, listen to Russia, dude. Oh, he did. I'm not shocked, dude. Gouveia is unbelievable. I had no clue who this guy was. Yeah, and I'm like, he's amazing. Have you watched him?
A few things. I've seen clips. I've never actually watched like a full show, but his stuff comes up in my timeline. He's very on the ball.
Dude, speaking of, like Alex was talking about with, Andrew Wilson and people who like have these just memory, like he's a lawyer. So, it's just, dissecting shit with, extreme accuracy. It's amazing. Did I see Thuggish up in here? Let's go. Was Thuggish in here earlier? Robert Goulet, the singer. No. Is Alaska too close to Russia for them to be U.S. citizens? Let's debate.
Oh man, these guys! I only want to start with the Alaska shit. Like I said, I'm gonna show up. I'll show up to debate simple with my dog sled, Balto, and my parka.
Another thing.
I'm taking the mittens off, Tim.
If I got Alex to bite on it, like you know what I mean, we just let the kind of the conversation flow naturally, and I love that with Alex. But I wanted to bring up the whole barb thing about you.
Oh, I know, dude. It's all good. I mean,
it was awesome.
I love Alex, but had I known, I'd have whipped those 2 fucking twinks ass from Tim Pool.
They were probably agreeing with you, but they couldn't.
No,
say
that
it.
one dude was a pussy. He was, you're Nick the gun guy, gun this, and we just got fuck off, nerd.
Yeah,
that's what started it. That was the guy I said that to. I was like, hey, just go back to telling Tim to be funny and just leave the political shit at home. And that's when it was like, oh. And then, like I said, how I know what was going to happen and all that, I don't let's take it outside, dumbass.
And you know what? For all the joking and roasting Tim we do all the time. If Tim was there, he'd probably laugh and he wouldn't be a dick. He
Oh,
would
no,
have been like
absolutely.
the nicest dude about it. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yep.
who are these two dudes like all upset and butthurt?
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
He would,
Yeah.
I
I was
understand
hoping he
why
was there.
Alex was, because
Yeah,
Alex was a
yeah.
little embarrassed, but you know. And you
I wish
didn't
he was
mean
there.
anything. You
No,
didn't
no.
mean anything bad.
I
like,
wanted him to be there because I wanted to get a photo just for you and I for a thumbnail. Because, dude, we would have had so much fun with that Tim Pool photo.
It's got to happen. Like, I forgot. Truth's Unbreakable gave me the first question, and it's literally on the top of my list. I wish I brought it up about the Chat Rat meetup because she had the great idea of Alex's birthday is coming up. I believe it's October 8th. I
believe so.
I don't know. And she's like, maybe we can have it and salvage the Chat Rat meetup number 3 around his birthday. And then I was going to say, well, we could do it around Barb in Tampa Bay. And just see what he says anyway.
Yeah.
But because I think that would be amazing. But
Oh, hey, your brother's in the chat.
no.
Your
listen,
best friend.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, well, like at the end, if it went a certain way with Alex, I was gonna say, well, I guess maybe we got a little piece going with Nick the Gun Guy and Tim Pool. We're gonna have to, try to find the same type of piece between Nick the Gun Guy and Grouper Lips.
Yeah.
I wanted to. It's kind of written on my paper. I'm like,
so many
damn
people
it,
think
gross.
that's the real heat.
No, I know it's fine.
It's hilarious.
Dude, you guys had me literally fucking in hysterics this morning at work, and I was stressing out from the fucking Alex interview, and it was just a much needed
dude,
relief, dude.
Him and I are our own show in its own in the chat sometimes. It's its own little sideshow.
Oh my god! Like you said, something about I'll have Grouper call you or something. Like, give me
no,
dude, he can have my number, and he's like, Nick, lose my number.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, fucking golden. I forget why you were saying he should have my number, but
yeah, I gave it to him. He hasn't.
Did you? Oh, that's
I did.
good.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll make you some Nick the Merman, thumbnails for the next time we go on together. So I can't wait.
Hell yeah. Dude, look at he reads all the Tony Monkus, by the way. Love you, brother. He reads all the transcripts. He gets the transcripts and goes through every effing word. Which one? Oh. Robert Govea? Might be Robert Govea. I know I'm going backwards in the chat. I can't help myself. There is real heat. Now that he gave my fish to the homeless.
Yeah, we had a fish fry for the homeless people. I don't need that, so I gave it all away to the homeless people.
You don't eat fish?
No, not salmon. I had so much of it as a kid, bro. I like halibut, haddock, cod, the whitefish. I'm down with that.
Oh yeah. Swordfish is my favorite of all time, but it's so freaking expensive. I can never really get it. And fishing for it, I got to go way out in Stellwagen and Cape Cod Bay.
Grouper's more of a trouser trout guy, from what I understand. So, he likes those Iggy McGillicuddy fish, from what I understand. Yeah.
Oh my god! I know I gotta get out. All right, you out of here? Love you, Grouper. Thank you so much for swinging by, brother. I want to go in the Rumble chat for Bubba so badly, and I tried to go this morning because I don't see Kenny, Johnny Z, nobody.
Well, YouTube's back open.
A lot of us. Don't get me.
YouTube's back open. I can't do Rumble. It's just too much.
It's a pain in the ass.
It's the feed sucks. I don't care if you're on Wi-Fi or not. I have a lot of issues with it.
Yeah.
Home, not home, hardwired, not hardwired. And it just, so I'm a YouTuber guy.
Balin, thank you. I know I saw you earlier. I felt, I wanted to bring you guys' chats up, but I'm like,
you did it right.
No,
dude, you killed it, bro. It was good. You guys covered everything, honestly. You couldn't have done it any better. And then, like I said, Alex will be back on. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe he'll be back on when he's running.
It sounded like he invited me.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got to do it, bro. It would be so money.
I'd be honored, dude. I'd love to.
We got to work on that logo. Get you a Scotty Starboard polo. So for the big show,
dude. If I definitely. I was going through my shirts and I'm like trying to find something that covers my neck a little bit. Like, look, I had button, collared shirt and a jacket. I was gonna try and pull the
Oh, there you
suit
go.
gimmick. And I'm glad I didn't
Yeah.
though, because he was back because
Yeah.
like we set the whole time up, and for real, I don't know if DMS is still here, but I love you anyways, but I love you even extra for agreeing to switch times with me, because I'm like, I didn't think of it because Alex records his show from 6, or 5 to 6 Central Time, 6 to 7 Eastern Time. And he's like, yeah, I can come on probably around like 7:15. But he was already home. He must live real close to the studio, because, man,
Yeah.
he was already back home chilling. So I'm like, now I'm glad I didn't do the suit thing, because he wasn't rocking this.
It was good. It was good, man. No, you killed it.
I was overthinking it, as you can,
Dude,
tell,
no,
dude. I'm like,
that dude's easy to. I mean, like you said, he makes the whatever he does, it just turns to gold.
oh, he does, man. And that's why I kind of it's one of the reasons why it's like Bubba, and he was like, he's a diva, and I'm like, Alex really isn't a diva. Like, when you hang out with him, he is not a diva at all. He's literally like one of the boys. Like, and he's he wanted to just buy everybody everything the whole time, and not for any other reason, just because that's the kind of person he is.
He's just a good dude.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, he's not like real divas that I know. They want to be pampered and spoiled. When I introduced him as the greatest comedian of our times, I could see on the bottom his picture before I brought him up, and he's like, oh, like, come on. Like, he's humble as hell. Divas aren't humble.
Yeah, most people will walk up and order something and hope somebody comes up behind and picks up the tab,
Yeah.
Alex is the guy that goes last and doesn't want anybody to know, and then walks over and just, hey, I got, like you said, yeah.
Yep, and he's not doing it big time either. Like, he kept on buying shit, and I'm like, stop it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I appreciate it, but I don't know. I don't want him to have to feel like he's obligated. He's looking at us like, fuck you talking about? Don't worry about it. I got it. It's like, I fucking love that dude so much. It's my boy.
That's why I want to do something down here with him. Like you said, so many connections down here now.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Tampa, Tampa and Dallas is where it's all at right now. Back in the day, it was Boston and New York. Seriously, like
and
80s,
Vegas.
90s, and Vegas. But
now I feel like it's Central Texas, Florida.
Yeah,
a little bit. I feel like Nashville's already lost its thing. It ain't going to be what everybody wanted it to be. It's already kind of a failed, too isolated, in and out. Like you said, I prefer Tampa over Orlando and Miami. And I feel like a lot of big things are moving to this part of Florida compared to South Florida.
I'll tell you, the schools. So when I, fantasize on Zillow about buying a house in Florida, like Tampa, like that whole, if you're looking at the map, the Gulf of America side, all from Tampa, that whole thing, maybe what is it like? Port St. Lucie or whatever it is, way down at the bottom, like the old folks kind
Naples,
of.
Fort Myers area.
Yeah. Fort Myers. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, dude, yeah.
All
You'll be a
that
millionaire.
whole gimmick is the schools compared to everywhere else. It's not even close. Miami schools ranked so low. Anything near Jacksonville, as you get closer to Jacksonville, the schools go from like 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3. I'm like, oh,
the stars are the last stars flickering.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, shout out our boy Sniz. Everybody get your Powerball tickets. Somebody in this chat's got to win Powerball tonight. We're over 900 million.
Oh my God. I bought in the last 3 times I've bought in a couple of them, and I'm like, I didn't even get any. I know I'm not supposed to win, but I'm like, come on, I didn't even get a Powerball number.
Oh man. Shit. Nick the Gun Guy wins. The first thing I'm buying and burning.
Hell yeah. Right?
There's gonna be a big bonfire outside of DC somewhere. Just saying.
I've been thinking about this ever since I was about maybe, I don't know. How old are you in first grade?
6, 7.
Yeah,
6,
that
7. Was horrible. Damn it!
I know, but it's true. Though. I was probably about 6, 7, and they came out with Mass Millions. That was the first one when I was a kid, and I'm looking on the sign on the convenience store going to school, and it said 1.1 million, and it's like the biggest lottery ever. And it's because back then that's what was big. And I was like, oh my God, and I'm still that little kid, because I'm like, if I win that, I am going to have the biggest barbecue of all time, and I'm going to invite all my friends and family, and I'm going to have $10,000 in cash in envelopes, and every single person is getting an envelope. That's what I think. That's my enjoyment with it. And believe me, I'll have more fun with
Oh
it
no,
afterwards.
we're buying a social media empire. Me, and
Right?
Alex.
Fuck
Yeah,
yes.
and I'm buying a bagged milk factory for the fat pig.
Oh
call it
shit.
Fat pig milk, and it's going to be in bags only all over America.
Let's go.
So,
That'd be fucking amazing. Wait, hold on. Kenny had a thing. I think Big Phone Charger is in bed with Rumble. I think so, because not only does my phone, like the battery, like literally is like fucking going bye by the second on when I have my phone on Rumble, but the data is also going bye. I'm like, what the. Yes. I can watch, YouTube in a fucking Faraday cage and it still works, and I don't barely use any data.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'm missing everybody in the.
That's
YouTube
what sucked about Alaska, dude. When I got there, it was like, because down here your cell service is great, and I have T-Mobile, works great everywhere. Get there and it's like nothing. You got 5 gigs for the whole month, and I was getting 2 and 3G like bootlegging off of AT&T. It was so bad, bro. I had to be on Wi-Fi for everything.
Dude,
and up there, everybody's got Starlink because like the cell and the internet's so bad there. Everybody's got Starlink. It's wild.
I mean, but it makes sense because like if you look at the topographical map, they're way up there, and I mean they're so far away from like super mega cities. So the Starlink must be like money. Like they must not have to worry about internet when you have Starlink up there.
Yeah, it worked great while I was up there.
Because here in Mass, like when we go out in the boat, Starlink works like a charm. I mean, it usually always works perfect. But if you're on land and there's any storms like west of us, it can get a little crummy. I'm not even knocking it because it's better than fucking Comcast all day long. But you know what I mean? Like it's at least Comcast and what's the other one there? Verizon. They're like hardwired, so you usually get the solid connection, more solid. But.
All the big boats up back home have Starlink now. It's crazy. Me and my cousin, we video chat back and forth. FaceTime. I mean, back in the day, you'd be like 30, 40 days with nothing. You didn't even know what was going on. Now it's like, man, y'all got Starlink. Y'all are spoiled. We had it rough back in the day. We didn't have nothing. You would, dude, pick up Russian chatter. That was literally it. Because
Look at this real quick. What's Tony said? Tony said crazy things happen, but everything Trump promised would be done if it wasn't for rhinos, rogue judges, and a couple of bad picks of the Supreme Court. I see. Here's the thing: you're right, but there's more to it than that as well.
Yeah, like I said, I was lost after the Joe Kent thing. That was just fucked up. What you said about Joe Kent's wife and family.
I mean,
and this Kash Patel retard just running around Valhalla shit and everything. Bro, you are the biggest tool. Like, it's so weird to in like Hegseth and all these like political people that have like no real world. Like Hegseth was in the National Guard. Like, what about these 3- and 4-star generals who have real world experience?
I'm not just
it's crazy.
I'm not even saying this because he's our boy. Alex Stein could do that job a million times better than Hegseth. I don't give a shit if Hegseth was in the fucking reserve or whatever. And I'm not trying to knock it. I mean, I do appreciate and respect everybody in the reserve, but it's like you just said, you don't have a 2, 3, 4-star general running the shit. You got a guy from the reserves, and he's acting like he knows like all the fucking ins and outs. Like,
you might as well put Tim Kennedy in there for fuck's sake.
Oh my god!
Maybe that'll be in 2028 when he runs again.
Right?
Hey, we need to get with Alex though. We need to do that 2028 with like Alex, Bubba, Dr. Dan, Kevin Hazlett. Dude, we have to figure a way to get that show going again with Bubba and Alex.
That would be fucking spectacular.
Because you remember in 2020 when they did it, how awesome. In 2024, dude, you think about it, Babyface Dan, Kevin, Bubba, Alex, and maybe John Morgan to have that aspect. You got
I'd say him, but I mean, Bubba, like he's super sensitive now that I know.
That's true.
Like he doesn't want anybody, and Alex, honestly, and Babyface or
all the
Dr.
Diacos.
Dan, somebody's gonna say something that Bubba's gonna be like, don't say that in front of Morgan. Yeah. So, but no, you're right.
Him and put all the Diacos in.
They could even have John Morgan pop in for, you know, a segment. So that's
Exactly.
not the end of the world. And just have
Yeah.
different people pop in. See,
Yeah.
these are the things that I'm talking about. This is what
Yeah.
I mean. I have so many of these ideas as well.
Oh, I know.
But I don't like, first of all, I don't have the money. That's the truth of the matter. If, you know, you get some of that money and you know how to, you know, roll it into, even if it just fucking broke even. I'm not even thinking about the money. I just want the event to happen. So, like, and I know I can do it, but it's just like, so back in the day, I used to throw, I probably told you this before, but I used to throw like hardcore shows, heavy metal shows, punk shows, and I'd make a fortune, to be honest with you. And yeah, I did it definitely for the money, but it wasn't even my main goal. Like, I wanted to, you know, create a scene and have, like, just like Boston and Rhode Island, all these places had. So, you know, it was just, I wanted, you know, that to stay alive because I could see it dying away. More and more people were liking fucking Usher and, you know, P. Diddy and, you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It was fine, but I'm like, I don't want the fucking rock and roll to die. Don't be dying off like disco. But so I know how to throw these events, but it's much different when I have kids. Like, I'm not going to gamble that much money. And, you know, with it's my kids' money. That's the way I see it. So if I had some kind of backer or backers, I'm telling you, I could obviously make their money back and then some. And if there's leftover for me, I'll be happy. But I just, dude, I'd love to throw some events. Like, I have fucking huge ideas. I got Sam Hyde basically right down the road, and he's money. He knows what to do. And I don't just mean the money, man. He understands how to put on events. And if I tell him some of the ideas, I fucking guarantee you he will definitely want to do them. Because, like, Jet Neptune is the one who brought up Fish Tank to him. And it's a fucking gold mine. It's the best thing Jet Neptune's ever thought of in his life. And I got a few of them ideas. Like, you got that great, dude. Imagine, I'm sure Real America's Voice is going to want Alex on, you know, for the 2028 gimmick, but maybe not. And if they don't, we got to get Bubba to fucking host this thing.
Yep.
It would be. I mean, Bubba's studio is absolutely gorgeous.
Dude,
so I mean,
yeah,
there's your venue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
there's plenty of space, plenty of infrastructure there.
Yeah. Does he have enough room for an audience of 20 or 30?
20 would be pushing it.
Pushing it?
Yeah. It'd have to be like inner circle, like 10 or 15. 20 would be real tight. I mean, I guess if you put the TVs up and you got Macho's area and the little out, I mean, you could have like a little watch party thing out by the pool and out there on the property. So yeah, I mean, you could. If
it's not too loud with like crickets and shit like that, do it outside, because it would be nice. Like the idea we have for like the campaign night with that round table, I would like to have a live audience to hear that clap and to pan to the audience and see people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would really liven it up and bring some more professionalism to it. And those guys are consummate professionals, all of them. So it would be fucking bad, dude. That would be killer, dude. Because what's his face? Steven Crowder has done it every year, and he does it excellent. His is really good, but I could see, you know, it being done with Alex and Bubba in a way better way. Joe Kent is a liar. Who can? Damn! What did Joe Kent lie about? By the way, another thing I wanted to bring up with Alex. Did you or anybody in here today? I gotta scroll to the bottom. I'm sorry, I keep skipping stuff. Did any of you guys see Tucker Carlson's interview today with Hunter Biden?
I have not. No. Was it any good?
No, it was not good.
Man.
It was Tucker Carlson letting Hunter Biden lie and misrepresent the facts. He's like, first he says it's not his laptop. It was just the hard drive, or it was shit that Israel stole from the cloud. Now, you know, Israel has plenty of shit to blame, right? But isn't it funny you go to Tucker Carlson's show to blame Israel for stealing? Like, all it was Hunter Biden trying to get sympathy and he's the victim.
Yeah.
And Tucker Carlson placated it. And I'm like, maybe he did it because Hunter's at his house in Maine. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do after the show where you just destroy the guy? All right, go sleep in my bedroom tonight. Thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was disappointing to say the least. It was not cool. Kenny Power says Joe Kent said Iran is not pursuing a nuclear weapon, and he knows this because they declared a fatwa. Yeah, dude, that's not. They are obviously trying to get a nuclear weapon. Every nation in the world knows. I was going to say now, they've known since the 80s.
Yeah.
If you have a nuclear weapon, you cannot be destroyed because of what is it called? Mutually assured destruction.
Yep.
So right now we could nuke Iran, and we will not, because my son and I were kind of arguing about this a while back. He's like, Dad, you can't because it's mutually assured destruction. I'm like, I almost said his name. He wants to be private. I'm like, dude, you know his name. I'm like, dude, I'm not totally arguing with you, but I'm pretty sure you're wrong because that only counts for nuclear countries. He's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, I'm 90% sure it does. He's like, no, it counts for people's allies. I'm like, I don't think it does. So we looked it up and it doesn't.
No.
So we could nuke Iran right now, and we don't get Russia, North Korea, and China lobbing, mutually assured. So
yeah.
And that's why Iran absolutely wants a fucking nuke, because then they can't be nuked. Because that's the only thing that we could do to them to really win the shit.
And really, like everybody is saying, and you see who's really in charge over there. All these different, the IRGC, is it this, is it that? You can't reason with that ideology. Right. It's just that's just generations and generations of evil and anti-American hatred, just indoctrinating these people. There's good people everywhere, but here's the thing too, just like other places. If you're so against it, why didn't you stop it? But then when we want to stop it, we're the bad guys. Fuck around and find out. I don't feel bad for you.
Right.
We should have dropped the hammer a long time ago with them.
I agree. I absolutely
It sounds horrible, but you can't reason with that logic and ideology. They'll come over here, like you said, and they're nice to your face, but eventually they want to kill you. It's ingrained in them. Be nice to them all you want, think you're making a deal, but at the end of the day, they'll still cut your throat, kill your family, rape your kids, and not think twice about it and take what's yours.
Right. And so many people are, it's not just everybody says groypers. It's not just groypers. There's so many people who are seeing all the bullshit that Israel and frankly, Jewish supremacists are doing around, the country and the world.
Yeah.
That now they're trying to embrace Muslims. And it's like, no, the enemy of my enemy is my friend thing does not work in this instance. No. Because I'm sure you've heard me say it on the show a few times. When I was a teenager, I wouldn't say I was angry with God, but I was a little angsty prick. And I wanted to go outside of my religion and see what everything is. So my best friend at the time, we explored different religions and would report back to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I read the Quran. I read a gigantic chunk of it. And the more and more I kept reading, I'm like, this is from the devil. I'm not trying to be, cute or anything like that. It says in there, you are ordered by God to lie to non-Muslims. So if your God is telling you it's okay to lie to people, you'll never sign. You can never fucking get along with these people because you don't know it's the truth. So good luck. I'm with Alex.
It's like our open border stuff. Look at all the stuff that's happening in Michigan and all these other places. Washington State, Oregon. I mean, come on, open up your eyes. And the people that feel bad and sympathize with this and want to be part of it, it's just like the anti-ICE shit. Well, when it comes to your doorstep and your family, and then you're begging for help and forgiveness, fuck you. Go live over there and be with them over there with them. Keep that shit out of our country and our society.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. And Tony, I love you. I hope you're not mad at me. I'm just being honest. It's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's why, Trump should be the dictator that they say. Oh, he's a bad. Well, good. Is that what I am? Then good. I'm going to do that because he should have booed every single Somali and almost every single one of these Indian people from Texas and all these people who don't belong here, get the fuck
They
out.
should have let Tom Homan and his team do their job. Let's be honest.
Dude, Tom Homan, I'd love to have Tom and Homan on the show and ask him right to his face, what the fuck happened to that Tom Homan who let me sleep good at night for a few months, maybe even a year, and then you came into power, and what the fuck is going on? Because I can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? It's bullshit.
Yeah. No.
He's
like Alex said, it's the club and we're not in it. Trump, Homan, all these guys, you want to rah, and then eventually they get to a point, and then it's, like I said, we see what happens and, what controls it, unfortunately.
I mean, I've said it my entire life, and I still feel the same way. I am not money motivated. I'm really not.
Yeah.
So I know you let me into the big party, the big club, they're gonna want to kick me out real fast because I'm not selling out. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get flown all over the place. You're gonna have this and that, whatever you want. I get everything I want with my wife and kids, my friends and shit. Like, I want to fix the country. I'm here to fix. I don't give a fuck about flying to your island, getting dirty massages. I don't care about, you get to go to the Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck. I can watch the Super Bowl on TV. The seats are way better. Trust me. Like, my son and I were going to go to the Patriots game in a couple weeks. Thank you to my sister-in-law. I love you.
Football's back, baby.
Hell yeah. And and it's great going to the game. But when you watch, especially in my opinion, football game at home, I like watching baseball and up front and hockey too. But I mean, basketball sometimes. Basketball is good live. But there's just some things that are just better at home. I don't know. On the TV. Wrestling, I love being there, being part of it. You know
Nothing
what I mean?
beats it. Nothing beats it.
It's like, watching at home is great. You get all amped up and shit. But when you're there,
man,
lightning. It's
trust me.
awesome.
I've been front row a few times. I'm like, should I just hop the ring, yell out, "This one's for Scotty Starboard," and just drop an elbow off the top?
Oh my God, let's go! Yes. Wait, I heard the new Bills stadium is straight garbage. Let's check it out. I want to see it. Let's see if I can find this friggin' thing. Do I gotta put it add to stage? There we go. I got a couple minutes. I figure we'll go at least till 9. New.
When's our KP face reveal? Have we gotten any updates on that?
That's what I was just about to ask him.
Maybe tomorrow.
Kenny.
Maybe he'll take one for the team and join us tomorrow.
Kenny, do you want to come on tomorrow and do the face reveal? Come on, brother. Let's go. Kenny is immensely intelligent. I bet you, and he's a super Bubba Army dude. I bet you he's got a ton of knowledge.
If I win Powerball, $1 million cash if KP comes on and does a face reveal. No questions asked.
$1 million.
$million
under the table in tens
tax
and
free.
20s. Yes.
And pennies.
And pennies. Let me see. I hope I don't get in trouble for playing this stupid. See, this is another thing. I can't, I don't know how Bubba gets away with playing the WNBA clips. I want to play them. You don't even understand. When my show's over, I'm fucked. Completely fucked. I have to go in and wait 3 hours for, because they'll be like, oh, it's a dispute on your shit. So I have to let the AI, whatever, delete all of the parts that I supposedly copyright struck, a trademarked, whatever. And I'm like, dude, I played a 2-second clip from the WNBA. You're fucking kidding me. So I'm probably going to get bopped. I hope not. Well, I'm not even going to play it. I'll just go like this. And here's the new Bills Stadium. Bills Mafia. Look at that.
Let's put ourselves through tables in a parking lot in the cold weather.
Yeah. By the way, this better be for the announcers because somebody's head's going through this fucking glass. Trust
100%.
me. They're fucking animals. It doesn't look that bad. It's for the regular fans. Oh God, what a terrible idea! I'm telling they're lunatics. Especially when they lose. They're just the biggest babies on earth.
Them and Philadelphia fans.
I was gonna say, fucking Eagles fans are the absolute shittiest fans out there. Sorry, Eagles. Paige is an Eagles fan. She's obviously not shitty, but
She's our one exception. The rest,
yeah,
fucking,
for real. You go to their stadium. I've been to their stadium. And they were playing. It was Eagles versus Steelers. Yeah, Steelers. And you would think, there's gonna be some beef, but it's like the city of brotherly love. Yeah, I don't love my brother that way. That's how you give your brother love. They're fucking fighting everywhere. High mark, huh? That's what it is. High mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not it's better than what they had. What was it, Joe Robbie? No, Joe Robbie's
Joe Robbie was the old Miami.
Yeah. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not great either. It's a brand new gimmick. Yeah, it is kind of lacking. We got, Patriots Stadium, and it's got all the bells and whistles, baby.
It is pretty dope. I did get to check it out when we were up there. It was
Did you go? Oh, so
it was pretty awesome. I got a little behind the scenes tour. Got to go in there. Yeah.
Dr. Dan, or was it Jay? One of the, I think it was Dr. Dan was talking about Tampa Stadium and how they need to upgrade it. It's all fucking falling apart and shit.
Oh yeah, it needs a big makeover.
That's not good, dude. They should have done that when Brady was there. Like, what the fuck? I love Brady. Brady's a Patriot for life. He can kiss my ass. I don't care what he fucking thinks. He's gonna try and not be a Patriot, but he's in Tampa, and I am rooting. And I always like Tampa anyway, but I'm rooting for Tampa.
Did you watch the Hall of Fame this weekend? The speeches, Adam Vinatieri.
No,
when he made a pop on Belichick, he's like, Belichick couldn't be here because he's busy judging his girlfriend's swimsuit competition. Got a pretty big pop.
Oh my god! Damn, I missed it. There's always so much going on.
Somebody put up a funny meme. It was a Robert Kraft, because you know how like cards are all back in the new hot thing. Somebody put a receipt from an Asian spa and like signed Robert Kraft and was like, it's a Robert Kraft memorabilia card. That was pretty good too. They were posting,
Damn.
Yeah. So there's been some good ones.
I'm kind of shocked. Like, Adam from the 50-yard hash line, Adam Vinatieri. I mean, you heard that from Gino Cappelletti.
Yep.
A zillion times, and we honestly won, I think, at least 3 Super Bowls because of Adam Vinatieri's foot. So, I'm 90% sure he won like all 3. Like, there was a couple we won by a field goal or like 1 point because of his field goal. So. We loved him, and then all of a sudden he just decided to be a douchebag and leave. But maybe he wasn't. Maybe he got fucked in his contract. I don't know, but he played for an awfully long time. Did he go in as a Patriot or as a Colt?
I did. When they watched it, they showed the bus. I didn't see what it was. It didn't show. He didn't have a hat of either one, so I didn't notice that. Good. I did not know.
I think this is how you spell it.
I think with this whole 900 million, I'm just going to have to dox KP, find him live, and stream from my phone. These guys are getting way too sophisticated with all these disguises. So I'm going to have to get maybe Cash Patel can help me find him.
Hell yeah. I want to see, I can't play anything. Yeah. I should be able to, but I'm not going to lose this episode without.
He had a good one about Pat McAfee too, talking about Pat McAfee held his balls more than his wife over the years because of the whole, there was some good ones.
Patriots, Colts. Like this guy's, I'm seeing it. Excited to partner with Colt Firearms. I mean, whoa, what the? Look at Colt Firearms.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I don't think that's the right Colt firearm out of this area. I'm going to like it, though.
Right.
Let me see. I'll ask Gork. See, these things are making us dumb because, I don't have to think it. We don't have to think. We just let these things do it. And they're full of shit all the time. They're fucking wrong all the time. Did Adam go in the same as a Pat or Colt? Boom.
I'm curious.
I know. You know, it's funny. I was thinking I'm not gonna smoke with Alex on, but I was
Yeah.
so fucking nervous at first. Like, of course,
Is he still smoking?
He said he quit, but I think he still
Okay.
vapes here and there. But there was a bunch of videos with him and Grace, and
Gotcha.
it looked like he was smoking, like in a couple of like when she was
Yeah.
filming. But I don't know. Neither exclusively the Pro does not induct players as members of one specific team anymore. Well, like other what? Yeah, he played 10 years for the Pats and 14 for the Colts. I guess you can go in whatever you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he didn't have either when it showed when they did the bust reveal and all that. Interesting. So,
what about Deion Sanders? I swear, Deion Sanders went in. What the hell?
was it a 49er or a Cowboy? Cowboys, wasn't it? Because of the Jerry Jones deal and all that.
What the fuck? I gotta hit this. I'm an idiot. I thought so.
Yeah, I thought it was the Cowboys.
I swear he went in as something. Because I watched it. After Bubba said that he said his name, so I wanted to see. He's like, hey, "Thanks, Bubba the Love Bunch, even though you ain't here, you motherfucker."
Yeah.
He didn't say that. But,
how crazy that those two are friends, right? Of all people,
right.
and that still blows my mind.
To be honest, it makes so much sense. Oh, geez, a particle. Oh God, I got up. It kind of makes sense because they're honestly they really are kind of two of the same. Like they're both outspoken, fun, wild, genuine. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I get to see it. But you're right. At the same time, like it's wait, did Deion Sanders go in the Hall of Fame as a Cowboy or who was it?
49ers or the Falcons. Those were the three teams he played for. And I think he also played. Did he play for the Ravens a year? I feel like, but he wouldn't win in with them.
Was it the Ravens or yeah, maybe it was the Ravens.
I was like, it was.
I was thinking the Falcons. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Falcons. Let's see. Don't let us down here, Grok.
Well, wait a second. He played for the Braves because he was double duty. This dude was legit Iron Man. He played for when he was on. Oh, he was on Dallas. He was on Dallas when he was with the gimmicks. Neither Deion Sanders. Yeah, I spelt it wrong. Whatever. Was inducted in the Pro Hall of Fame. Was not any. I guess they don't do that.
Okay, interesting. Because I know most sports usually, it's like that's the whole thing. What are they going to choose? Like people did with Brady. Is he going to do the Patriots or is he going to be a dick and pick the Bucks?
Yeah, which he was there for a hot second.
Yeah.
Wade Boggs, I think, went into the Hall of Fame as
maybe it's maybe it's MLB that's the one where they make them pick or something.
It must be because that back in the day, I was a massive baseball fan. Now I don't watch any of it. I don't really care. I see people in Bubba's chat like, "Oh, the Rays are the best," and I'm like, "Listen, my entire life watching the Red Sox, they came out the gate sucking wind, and then by the end, they were either they won the division or they got in the wild card every year. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen again. So, Rays fans, prepare yourself. And the Rays, I always liked the Rays. They're in our division. You know what I mean? When it came down to it, it was like, even the Yankees, maybe not the Yankees so much, but even the Yankees, I'm like, when it came to the World Series, it's like, dude, this is our American League. Fuck the National League. Yeah. It's like they're our division too. But so I always liked them. But
I watch the World Series. That's about it.
Me too. I'm jumping in the shower, so y'all talk sexy.
Okay.
I love it. I know. I'm so behind on it. Wear a Nixon mask, Kenny. Dude, Kenny. If you wear a Nixon mask, it counts. It'll count. I want to hear that voice too.
He needs to go old school with the banana and the glasses with the mustache. That would just be epic.
Yeah. Oh,
you said, it's either that or the Nixon mask, or himself. He's got 3 options. So
Kenny is not a crook. I am not a crook.
I'm horrible with the stuff. I was trying to share more of your stream for you too. Like I was trying to put up a post on Insta to all the people, but it wouldn't let me like screen. Insta's hard to like put links and stuff in.
Yeah,
I'm just not good at it, and I'm like, so I put it in the Discord. I put it on a few other places, but I was trying to get it out there as much as we could. So
I hate Instagram. I fucking hate Instagram. I don't know how all these people use it. Like, it's not like Twitter where I can post the link and then it shows up
and you
like
click
the
it.
thumbnail show. Yeah, and you click it
should
and
be
you're good
easy.
to go.
No, it puts the whole dumbass long link, and or maybe we're just not that. We're just a bunch of boomers, I guess, Scott. We're those guys now.
But here's the thing. I think you have to go through the Boomer app. I think you have to do it on Facebook and then link it to Instagram, because I did it once and it worked that way. But I mean, all these hoas on there, booties and tits and all that shit, because that's all Instagram.
Literally, it's a middleman for OnlyFans. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's how it feels. That's why I don't like. I mean, listen, I'm happily married. I don't need to see it. I'm a man, for God's sakes, but I don't need to see that shit. I don't like going to Instagram.
I'm happily married. Well, I was happily married. I don't know. The wife's mad at me, so she sent me a text asking me earlier. She goes, text me 5 reasons why I'm unfit to go to war. Would you like me to read you the 5 reasons I sent her?
Absolutely.
I said, you're a woman, lack the killer instinct, bad ACL, you get hangry, and you have a period. Her response was, that is the most sexist thing ever. You failed.
No, I was going to say the period one, that might go against you because, the Iranians. Oh, no, that's haram.
I guess it was a TikTok trend, and the guy goes, you just have one, you're married, me to go to war for you. I guess you're supposed to be your answer. Oops. So I guess I failed that one.
See, I hate those things. Like I was I was watching this one dude, LP, I Hypocrite, and he keeps on talking over and over about his IQ. IQ does not say whether or not someone is intelligent. The IQ is the equivalent to the RAM sticks in a computer. It's how much information you can store. If you can store this much or this much, it doesn't really matter if you're full of shit. It's like maybe you can be full of more shit,
Right.
I mean, it's an indicator. It is a decent indicator, but I don't take it as the end all be all.
Do you? So there's supposedly a picture of Kenny online. Do you see where he just said we can find him now?
No way.
I
won't put it up here.
No, check that. So he says.
I'll put it in the Discord, but I'm not gonna I won't dox him on here.
He claims there's a picture of me on Plenty of Fish. So. Any single people in the chat, if you can pull that up and put that up on the Discord, that'd be great.
Oh no, Kenny, I'm gonna leave a review on your Grindr account just for you.
Oh man,
I'll be like handicap accessible.
Yeah. Him and Joe the Supermarket match together. No.
Bailey, stop pressuring Kennedy. He's too beautiful for our eyes.
Kenny's username, Skink.
only Kenny. He's got his own site. Fuck that. Takes all the money in. Only Kenny.
He's behind a paywall.
I closed the Grindr account during COVID.
This is why he's the GOAT.
Oh my God. Kenny, get over your looks. I don't know why you think you look terrible. There's no way you could be this hideous and be this hilarious. It's impossible. Oh my
$900 million tomorrow. I'm gonna find out who this dude is.
Let's go. Nixon or Reagan are both good choices. Okay. You know what's funny? You want to know something funny? I think I was 9. I was either 9 or 10, and I went trick-or-treating as a little kid in a Ronald Reagan mask.
Oh, that's funny.
I believe I still have it at my mom's house. Like,
oh, that's horrible.
It was like last second. This was back in the day when like all of the costumes were like a mask that like came this far and it had like a rubber band that you'd always see.
Yes.
Ow!
You need to pull that out for when Alex is on next time. Next time Alex is on, you need that in a suit.
Oh, I gotta find it. I
Yeah.
gotta find my Reagan mask. And then I had I think my brother might have went as him and then just took it off later. And then I think I switched to Michael Dukakis. I don't know if you know who the fuck that is, but
oh yeah,
he was the governor of Massachusetts, and he was a fucking dipshit. Thank God he lost.
Do you remember the movie Celtic Pride?
Of course, I tried to get into it.
Oh man, that'd have been great. That's a classic. When every time you say when people bring up Dukakis, it makes me think of the part. Remember with the lighter when they pour the gas on him? He's like, that thing hasn't worked since Dukakis was mayor, and then they sit in the car and he strikes it and it lights up. Gets me every time.
Oh, it's such an underrated movie. Like,
dude, it still holds up.
It really does. It so does. Like when they were talking about Celtic Pride, I because I went through the Massachusetts Film Commission office, and I don't know what the hell the movie is, but I'm like, ooh, Celtic Pride, I want to be in that. I don't know what it is, but I figured it was going to be like a Larry Bird documentary, and then I didn't get it. No big deal. And then I watch it, when it comes out, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, this would have been awesome. You suck.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Oh, it really would have.
I know. I need a Screen Actors Guild Award thing because I'm sick of these Taylor Sheraton shows. And they cut it the worst time. They got to wait another week. It's like I need that behind the scenes where they send you the whole thing. I just need one appearance so I can get that. Taylor Sheraton screws me on all these shows.
Right. I was in SAG, and it was funny. It's funny we're talking about this because just over the weekend, my son and I were talking about like these voice actors. Yeah. And there's this one chick, Tara Strong. If you look her up, this chick has voiced like 1,000 fucking video games, a zillion. She's the voice of Timmy Turner and Fairly Odd Parents. Like, she's been in every stinking thing. And then there's like two other guys we were looking up, D. Williams or something like that. And he's even in more shit. And I'm like, and my son and I were like, how the hell do they have time to do this? Like, seriously, they're all on top of each other. It's like 12 things in the same, months in the same year. I'm like, how? So, and then I was like, well, they're probably in SAG. And my son's like, I think it's the other one. So we look it up. And SAG and AFTRA in 2012 merged into one. Okay. Because AFTRA is television and SAG is movies and stage or whatever. So I'm like, because I was in SAG, and it kind of like SAG's great if you're already a big star, because then you don't have to really audition. They just give you shit. But if you're a nobody and you still have to audition, SAG doesn't really give a shit about you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not worth the dues. But I had enough, hours, voice hours and on-screen hours. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Yeah, it didn't pan out, but truth, are you hitting on me? Dude, you're able to have a conversation and chat. I am so out of the loop. Holy shit.
No, I'm joking about is KP on Hot or Not.
What's Hot or Not?
Think back in the day where you rated people. Because Kenny's talking about, he's just a handsome man. So I said he says I look like a normal handsome man. So I said, does that mean you're on Hot or Not?
Do you know that was Facebook?
Yeah.
That was the original Facebook.
No.
My brother and I, I babysat my nephew, my brother's kid, a bunch of times. And he's like, I'm going to give you something to pass the time. Because he was only little, so he's sleeping. Yeah. And so he showed me this thing, and I was obsessed. I played it for 8 hours straight. Played it. I just was on it for 8 hours straight. I'm like, hot, no, not hot. I'm like, I couldn't stop myself. And it's like, look how far we've come. Why? I'd rather go back to MySpace days and Hot or Not, to be honest with you.
I wonder if I'd be on Tim Pool's top 8.
Oh my god! We need so badly for you and Tim Pool to
figure this out, make a way for us to meet. I should have showed up to that freaking opening to the coffee shop and just said I was with Alex Stein. And then when Alex popped up, I'm like, Alex, you know my boy Tim? Oh, can you imagine the look on Alex's face?
Oh my God, I know. See, that's why, like I said, I've talked to Alex. He's, you know, it's fine. But I still like. I wish I got to bring it up today because I'd like to just get it out there.
It's all good.
Because hopefully one day, like I'd love to be able to be a guest on Tim's show and for him to know what the joke is, and because like if somehow I was invited to Tim Pool, like I would bring up, well, I know you and Nick the Gun Guy don't get along right now. He'd be like, "Who's that?" You know what I mean? Like I want him to know.
Yeah, exactly.
We need him in on the joke, so it's
exactly.
Oh my God! I mean, actually,
I need that selfie. Maybe I'll get him to do a cameo for me or something, and then shout out Alex in that too or something.
Shit. Look at the Fat Pig's gonna be going at 10. If I can, I better get off right. I gotta get off right now anyway. I got a bunch of shit to do.
No, absolutely. Same. I'll hop on with you guys if you do.
If you can come on tomorrow, definitely Fat Pig because he's like a super Bubba.
Yep. We need Pig. We need KP. We need Snizuk.
Sniz, if you can come on, dude, because we're doing Bubba trivia tomorrow. So.
Also, Thuggish. We need to get Thuggish on there.
All right.
And if somebody wants to reach out to DMS or White Iced Tea too.
Tim Pool mentioned grabbing Beanie. Absolutely, dude. Hell yeah. I only stream on X. Let's go. The Kenny Hot Tub stream with Truths Unbreakable would
maybe we'll get Grouper Lips to come on.
Dude, that would be awesome. Would he be down to do it?
I'll talk to him. So
yeah, please. And
maybe I'll ask one of the homeless guys for some of his fish back, and I'll make a trade or something.
Hell yeah. By the way, speaking of Fishback,
nope, not voting for him.
What? No,
I'm voting for Jay Collins.
I guess it's not Byron Donalds.
No, gosh, no. I've been getting Byron Donalds like texts for the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, ugh.
Dude, that guy, fucking dickhead. Yeah. The more and more I learn about him, like I already knew he was a rhino, and he's just like a sellout. But now you find out like he was a Democrat, illegally voted.
The hard thing with Fishback, and I hate to say it, I like it. I like the ideas, but he's not like a Kevin Hazlett type or someone that has a lot of connections to do the things he wants to do. And just like the other people, I think he'll start off with good intentions and then realize he can't do what he wants to do, and he'll just sputter out. Honestly.
That's my only.
He doesn't have the. Like a lawyer background or a political background where he's tied into a lot of the sheriffs, a lot of the movers and shakers, the John Morgans, the Charlie Crists, these, he doesn't have a lot of that. So as much as he has a good message, like I said, I like what he's about and I like what he says.
I'll tell you, but look at the dude you're voting for. He's a guaranteed shoo-in to have fucking data centers all over Florida.
I know, and I hope he doesn't.
I know, you're going to be in dystopian land.
I've talked to him outside of it, and I don't think he would do it. I think he would do the right thing.
He was on the PBD. Did I? I thought I did it. Maybe.
I know. No, you did.
TMS did?
We were in an event on Friday, and
he's down with data. Like he likes data centers. He's like, we just have to put limits on them and regulations. What? Once they're in, they're their own little, enclave like Disney. You're not getting rid of data centers. You're not going to regulate them. They're fucking in, and now they're federally governed.
Yeah.
Thanks to Trump signing the fucking law that Congress passed. Once the data center is in, it's now considered like the post office. It's federal property.
Yeah, it's
so your boy's gonna fucking put these shits everywhere, and he ain't gonna be able to regulate nada. Yeah. I'm telling you. Listen. I never cared for that coach for the Dolphins, and just because of the way he looked, you know what I'm saying. But to be honest, like. It's not his fault. Then you find out it wasn't his fault. He was a pretty good coach.
Yeah.
It was the fucking shitty owners of the Dolphins that fucked the whole thing up. So that's why
I like Fishbeck's ideas. I like what he's about. Just have you heard of Matt the Welder, that guy too? The guy that's running for agriculture in Florida, like that. Same thing.
I like him.
Yeah, good dudes. I think they need to start out and then build up and make those things instead of just being get some Ramon behind you and keep pushing. But I think they should have started off as like congressmen or, Senate seats, something like that. And then went to that, try to build up some people
I would agree with you 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But now, it just like what you just said, and Alex said it earlier. Once you're in the club, you're kind of now all of a sudden you got to play the game. He's not in the club.
Yeah, no.
So he might be able to have at least 2 or 3 or 4 years of not being in the club and doing all the shit that the club doesn't.
Like Trump is first term. You know.
Fucking bingo, dude. Because that's complete. Why do you think they were trying to impeach him and do everything they could to destroy the dude? Now you don't even hear the Democrats on TV talking shit about him.
No,
they like him, for God's sakes. I mean, compared to what they did.
Fetterman. Yeah, look at Fetterman and some of the guys that have, like you said, across parties. So and all the shit people talked about Fetterman and the jokes and the gimmicks, but I mean, the guy stood on what he said, and not so bad after all. Definitely the lesser of two evils with what you could have had in Pennsylvania.
But see, if you listen to Fetterman now, all he says is, well, we got to protect Israel at all costs, no matter how much money we get. And so that's why he's more with Trump, because Trump said, I'm sorry, I'm in the one world order with you guys, just like fucking Bush. And,
Yeah, no, both Bushes. Really.
Yep. Look at Jeb down in Florida. He was selling the fucking place, piece by piece.
Remember our boy, the guy that was behind it all, little Dick Cheney?
Oh, yeah.
That's another one that gets me cracked up when people, it's like, if you only knew, like when you look at all the stuff that happened on 9/11 and all the crazy crooked stuff those guys pushed through, him and Karl Rove, the Patriot Act, TSA, all this stuff.
Karl Rove in a just where if our founding fathers were here, Karl Rove would be still swinging right now in a fucking in a downtown area.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd have been drawn and quartered. That dude destroyed this country so bad, and that's what I mean. Like Trump's in with these people now. I'm telling. When Trump's over, like you see how like Obama and George W. like hang out here and there. You will see Trump with them. Watch.
Because you already see it. Throughout the last 4 years, people realize that when you look, he doesn't say things about Obama and Clinton for a reason.
Nope.
Like Alex said, it's the party and we ain't in it.
Yeah, and it crushes me because I am telling you, I know who I am. There's no threats. There's nothing they can do to me. I believe in God, and I am not money motivated. I would go in there and fuck it, and they would impeach me and lie and AI videos and say whatever they want, and that's how you know I'm with you and not with them. You know what I mean?
Stein and Starboard 2028. Here we go.
Oh, dude, there was another thing. Alex has been saying that if Tucker runs, that he's like, I have it on good authority. And he said it like 10 times so far that he's going to be high up in the cabinet.
Oh, bro. Can you imagine that? Hey, and I wouldn't knock it.
I was going to be like, dude, if that happens, you better hire me, right? You have to hire me.
We just start calling him Alex Rubio now. Let's start putting Alex in the Rubio things just to mess with him, start AI on that.
Oh my God. He probably, because if Tucker ran, I wonder if he would pick JD Vance as his running mate. Oh, maybe he'd do Massey. I don't know, but it would be interesting.
There you go.
It's like I love Tucker, but there's some stuff that I don't know.
He does some stuff that makes you wonder why. Like you said, the Biden stuff. Why are you entertaining that? That's 8 years ago, bro. Who cares about this relevance? They got off, they're pardoned. It's just like the Fauci shit. There's nothing we can do. It sucks. And that asshole's gonna have to face when his time comes, which it will, he has to face that.
If you have the time, because it's long, and you watch the Tucker thing, hopefully you can see like look at the live chat and just read the live chat. People were absolutely cooking Tucker the whole time. I felt bad because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have Tucker's biological stepson on my show tonight. Like, what the fuck? Come on, Tucker. No, not tonight. But it was like, and I can cope and make excuses for why Tucker did it. But that's what I mean. There's like there's times where it's like, dude, Tucky, what are you doing, dude? But no matter what, and I can't believe I'm saying this, he would be better than Trump right now. And I still want Trump to do good,
I know.
But it's like that first term Trump, wasn't in the party, and now he is. And
I'd be
it
curious
sucks.
to know how Tucker would have handled Iran. No one's really ever asked him that. You know what I mean?
See, that's another thing with Tucker. Like, like this. I'm not.
Did you
Mark
ever watch?
Levin.
Did you ever watch Tucker back in the day when he was on with Bubba a lot
Yes.
when they were friendly?
Oh no,
And you got
I didn't know.
Oh, there's a different side of Tucker. You should go back and watch some of those. It's pretty interesting to see how Tucker really is because he opened up a lot with Bubba. And you got to see a lot of like his feelings and opinion on things because it was in between when he was on TV and had his own network, so there was no handcuffs.
Ooh.
Tucker was Tucker. There's
wait.
some
It was like
stuff.
post Fox.
Yeah, between Fox and the did he have the Daily Wire or Daily Caller? Which one was he? I can't remember. Yeah, it was.
I mean, in between CNN.
Oh yeah,
Fox.
it was before Tucker had his own network and went like he did now, kind of is the whole whatever he has against Bubba deal. But yeah, it was Tucker opened up a lot, and they were just like Alex and Bubba talk. There was a lot of that, and you got to see the real side of Tucker.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I used to watch him on, I think it was like the HLN channel or something like that, and it was Nancy Grace, Glenn Beck, and then Tucker with the bow tie gimmick.
Yep, that's back when he was on Bubba.
Oh, that's when he was on Bubba, dude. Because he was a lefty, but he said like a ton of base shit, and like like you could watch his progression to like realizing that the Democrat Party is absolutely god awful. Like it was great, and then he took the stupid bow tie off and fucking went to Fox. But
he'd be dope to have a beer with.
Oh hell! I love Tucker.
Just go on an all-night bender and just hear some stories. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, he's got a trillion of them.
Yeah, Tucker's the kind of guy you want to go on a road trip to Alaska with, where there's no service,
right?
And just tell stories, right, for 3 or 4 days.
Dude,
imagine that.
He lived in DC. Was in the mix with like so many different administrations, and it must have been fucking wild. I mean, he had Hunter Biden write a letter of recommendation for Tucker's kid to go to college. I think it was his daughter. And in the interview today, he goes, yeah, it was really weird. People from Israel called me up while I was at Fox, and they were trying to sell me the thing. And he's like, is this blackmail? Are you trying to blackmail me? Sell me the emails where he's asking for the letter. Yeah. And they were like, oh, that's you. We didn't know it's you. And like, I believe him, but it is kind of weird. And he's like, the weird part to me, the extra weird part is Tucker was like, I don't even know how anybody found out that we were friends. And so it's like, wait a minute, why are you hiding friendships? Like, it's just weird. DC.
It's a dirty game. Like you said, we ain't in it. It's we're just too based for that. Like you said, Tucker's got that, America First thing. Maybe we'll just start the based party, you, me, and Alex. There you go.
Dude, fucking let's go. I would take Alex Stein as president any day. I know there would be some hard decisions, like you said, like what would Tucker do with like war? But like, I'm not a war hawk. I never liked all these stupid wars. Like there were like after 9/11, I'm like, bomb them all. But other than that, like fuck all these wars.
Fuck the 20-year wars where we're there to build infrastructure and all the bullshit and people to get like Cheney to get rich. Like you said, just like Trump's doing. I'm not putting troops in. I'm not starting the 20-year war. He stuck to that, which is good. You pick and choose. And honestly, he doesn't want to kill people. He's not a bad guy. You can tell that he doesn't want to do what needs to be done. But eventually, they're gonna force the hand, and you're gonna have to.
He's gonna have
and hopefully, like you said, it's just he does it with the bombings. And I mean, if it comes to the N-word and we drop the nuke, we drop the nuke. But I don't you said. I like that he stuck to it and hasn't put troops over there, and he stayed pretty level-headed with that because he does. He has a conscience. You can tell. And that's why he flies. I feel like he flies off the handle. Like you hear him drop an F-bomb or drop this thing. It's just that's the real side. Like you said, and that's like we can see Tucker doing that because that's just the same way he is. Same way Alex is. You don't know what you're going to get, but it's always going to be from the heart and it's real and it's not reading off a speech.
Exactly. That's what got Trump in the office because it's like, this guy isn't like Jeb Bush.
He's a showman.
Jeb Bush would memorize lines to say for debates. Trump goes out there and he's like, look, you look like an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
look at Trump back in WWE back in the day, WWF and the UFC and all these things. People, you look back and it's like, look, the guy's a showman. The guy knows how to speak. He is he is a icon. I mean,
Right.
he transcends everything: politics, reality TV, money, fame, fortune. I mean, the guy is, he's done it all.
Yep.
Came from nothing. I mean, not from nothing, but you know what I mean.
It's
He
funny
wasn't given
because,
to him.
yeah, and they wouldn't let him in the club,
Yeah.
All these decades, they wouldn't let him in the club. That's how you know he's finally in the club.
And
now.
everybody wants to be in the club now. Everybody wants to be in Mar-a-Lago. He's the club now, as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, what was that black lady from CNN or MSNBC? I forget. And every night, her entire existence was every night going out there and talking shit about Trump. And then they have a picture of her. I mean, you have her, Trump, and the fucking the press secretary broad. What the hell's her name?
Oh,
kind of cute chick who's married to like 70-year-old dude, whatever the fuck her name. You know who
Carolyn Levitt? No.
Carolyn Levitt.
Yeah,
Carolyn Levitt.
Yeah.
And they're like smiling and laughing and hanging out. I believe it's at Mar-a-Lago. It's like, wait a minute. What's going on here? I thought this bitch hates you. Her whole career is talking shit. Like, it's bull. We're getting gaslit so fucking bad. I hate it.
That's why I only watch Al Jazeera.
All right, on that note, we better get the hell out of here.
I'll see you, brother.
I love it. Dude,
I'll see you
tomorrow.
in the chat.
I'll see you in the chat. I'll see you tomorrow.
Alrighty, guys. KP, everybody. See you guys.
Later. All right, guys. Holy moly. Great show. Again, thank you to DMS for switching times. Oh my God, it would have been a mess. Probably not best to be in the club that point. Exactly. No, I wish I get it. All right, thank you guys so much. Truth, Kenny, Balin. I shouldn't start naming off people because I'm gonna forget people. Thuggish and everybody, dude. Thank you so much to Alex Stein for coming on. I freaking love you to pieces. Nick the Gun Guy, love you, brother. Thank you so much. Tune in tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Another guest laden show that'll be great. All right, I'm exhausted. Fat Pig is coming up. Don't forget. I might try to get on there. I got a shiz load of stuff to do, so I'm gonna try and hustle so I can get on with the Fat Pig. Link in the description. You better be watching the Fat Pig. It's always freaking awesome. You guys are awesome. Bubba the Love Sponge in the morning. I think the Fat Pig will be on a little after that. Remember to check out Danny Rebel 33, Ray of Light, everybody. The link, go in the link. And I'll be back tomorrow, my normal time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard or Eastern Central. One of those things. All right, I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Don't forget. And right now, Fat Pig. Love y'all. Peace.